We stand surrounded. We are not alone. Within my reverie, there's holy light. Without a number, we stand and fight. And Lord, ignite. The world is cold. We stand surrounded. We are not alone. Within my reverie, there's holy light. Without a number, we stand and fight. Oh, 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 we are not alone. Oh, oh, we are not alone.
And hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I was trying to adjust my camera here.
Oh, that's fine. We got, of course, you see Mama Vicky up there. Everybody knows her. We got the amazing Chanel and the amazing Rachel. And we've got the most awesome horror author and chaplain and horror pastor himself, Mr. Zeke. So I'm going to open up the floor straight out of the bank to the Vixens and to Mama Vicky because we're all heated
Yes, we are.
and there's some things that need to be discussed and talked about. And we are true, loyal, honest supporters of our sisters over at the Elite Vixens, Elite Vixen Paranormal. So Mama Vicky and Chanel and Rachel, the floor is all yours.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna start. Sorry, Vicki. I'm just gonna
No.
start by saying, first off, before you want to talk bad, is this a PG show? I should probably clarify.
No, you're fine. It's rated not for kids.
Yeah, just don't the F-bomb.
Okay. If you're gonna talk, Lexi has opinions, my dog. If you're gonna talk bad about somebody, first off, double check your friends list. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. Today was the day, so it's fine though. Because I just want to also say that I love everybody, people I don't know, people I've never met, people that I do know, everybody that has made some type, like, that has supported us through what happened today. And granted, now a lot of people can't see the post because, it's private. The person that posted it did not make it public. And I really, honestly, just appreciate all of the support from everybody.
Well, we love you too, sis. And you're our parafam. But besides that, you're one of my ride or dies. And so with that being said, I got very heated today over finding out what happened. So we are going to address what people think is professional paranormal. We're also going to address tonight bullying at any age, any stage, and especially in the paranormal. Okay?
Because this is not the first time we've seen this. Sorry, Vicki. We've seen other people have done it too.
We have. Before we get into that, we're going to say hi to everybody in chat. And because when we get into it, it's going to be pretty lengthy, I'm sure. And none of this is wrote down or rehearsed, so whatever comes out of my thoughts is what's fixing to come out of my mouth. And I've done prayed over it and tried to keep it to a minimum here. But let's say hi to Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Cool Gamer. Hi, PW, my witchy queen. Of course, Dustin's in chat. Bluegrass Paranormal, how you doing tonight? Let's see. Did we get everybody so far?
I think we
Yeah.
got everybody.
All right. So, let's talk about professional, just in general. What makes a person professional? We all know when I come on chat, I generally don't dress like this. I don't wear pearls. I don't have on my nice high-rise sweetheart dress that I could go be a secretary or, be in the office or anything else. I don't dress like this on the typical. Does that make me less paranormal or not paranormal? Does that make me less professional because I tend to go out in a t-shirt and blue jeans? No, it don't. This, that don't make a person professional. So let's talk about professional and the paranormal. Does it make you professional if you think you got 16 years experience? Sure don't. Because it doesn't matter whether you have 1 year, whether you have 40 years. Does not make you professional if you do not know how to act on a daily basis with general public. And if you don't know how to act on a daily and you bully someone, and this is what I'm going to say, we're not going to mention or drop no names because that would be two wrongs don't make a right, and that still would be bullying. So we're not going to do that. We're going to dress this in a generalization. So is it professional in the paranormal to drop someone's name on a social media to belittle them and bully them, to try and put yourself above them, to make yourself look better than them? Not in my book. What about everybody on panel? Does that make them professional?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Makes you a douche canoe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Dustin.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Because what I see is a coward. What I see is a CB screenshot Rambo warrior. And instead of coming to someone face to face, if you had an issue, PMing them, discussing it, that would make you a better person if you had an issue. But coming to someone and not having this lengthy, detailed conversation, which is what you should have done as a grown-ass adult, and yes, I did say a grown-ass adult, okay, but that's not what you did. Number one, people attack people on social media. Don't name drop. If you can't come to them on a professional level, talk to them face to face, ask them questions face to face, then don't bring up professional. Because here's what everybody might not know. Chanel, honey, how many times have me and you collabed on a residential?
Oh, God. So many.
Several, right? Okay. Here's what other people don't know as well. We also work with one of the only 13 legalized priests by the Catholic Church in the United States to do an exorcism. Okay? Now, mind you, Chanel's got a whole different ballgame with that. Chanel, honey, would you like to explain your medical background of why this priest, who we're not going to name drop.
No, but we love him.
Oh, we do love him. We absolutely do love this man. Okay? Now, why is it that this priest comes to you and talks with you? Would you like to tell everybody?
Because I do his psychological evaluations for his clients.
Oh,
Yeah, Vickie Padre.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear that shit right? Please say that again.
I do his psychological consults.
Sounds pretty professional to me.
But I'm not, though, because I don't do residential cases, apparently. I mean, it is what it is. There's one person whose opinion, apparently, is that of the entire paranormal, or so he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
because the responses were definitely not in his favor. But yeah, I'm not professional. I'm a
So let's also, YoBabyBlondie's in chat, so we got to stop and say hi to sister. Hi, sis, love you. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to ask questions to everybody on the panel. Who should and who should not be the ones doing residential? Here's my thought. Here's my opinion. If you do not have some, and I'll use this term for a second, but then I'm going to back it up. Some type of degree, some kind of experience to where you have learned underneath somebody, a real strong faith base, you don't need to be doing residentials. And what I mean by some kind of degree is, I'm not talking about you taking a demonology course for 1 month and 2 months. That don't cut it with me. Okay, because these residentials, these are people's lives. They may or may not have children. This is their homes. Okay? So until you have studied, and I mean studied in great length, religion, demonology, what to do, how to do it, when you need to do it, and or you either need to know psychology to see if these people, we all know I'm bipolar, so hence tonight's rant, because let me tell you, 2 hours ago, it was way worse than this. Okay?
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all
can
can
confirm.
But, I'm Mama Vic, so when you mess with mine, you mess with mine. And if anybody don't like what I have to say tonight, feel free to message me. Feel free. I will go face to face with you. Don't have a problem with it. We can meet up at any given time. Just say the time, the place. We will be there. And I'll tell you exactly to your face exactly what I'm saying tonight. Do not have a problem with it. Trust me. Okay. Now we'll get back. All right. So what I mean by degree is if you have not studied religion, and multiple, you really should know multiple religions, okay? If you've not studied, you have not took some form of psychology class, or at least have multiple people with you, one that studies psychology, one that has that demonology course, religion base, to know what you're doing, you have no business doing it. Because do you know how many times over the years that we have seen people, God love them, most people, they really try to go into a residential and help people. They have got, most of them has got good intent. A lot of them just want clout, fame, or they want to blow it up. Okay? That ain't what a residential is about. A residential is a quiet note. You go in, you help a family who's in need. The ones who actually need help. But out of 100 people, 97% of these people will not need your help. It's either they want attention, they have a mental diagnosis, they need medication, or they're trying to lure you there for a reason. Now, with that being said, Elite Vixens, how many team members do you have?
Currently 9.
How many of them are women?
All of them.
How dangerous is it for you as women to go to a site unknown to unknown people that may have 1 to 5 males there that you don't know because you're walking into what? An unknown residential. How dangerous would that be for you and your
Oh,
family?
that's incredibly dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Sam. I see you. Hi, Space
Sam.
Miner.
Hi, Sam.
So,
She needs to join. She just keep her camera off. We don't care. She just got out the shower.
so
Just go
with that being said, okay, I'm all for anybody and everybody who wants to do paranormal. I'm all for, I don't care if you've got 1 year experience, if you got 40 years experience, if you don't have the right training, you don't need to be investigating. If you are solo, which is what I do now, but I collab with others, you do not need to be doing residentials. It is a safety thing. It is I don't get sued thing. But it's ultimately a safety thing because I am solo. But with that being said, if you don't have the right dynamic, you have no business doing this, because if you go into this 3% chance that someone does have something bad in their house going on, what are you going to do if you don't have somebody there who knows what they're really doing and something happens to you? You're not there to help them. You're going to make it worse. This family's going to have to live with the actions that you have caused. And not only that, other paranormal people are going to have to come in and clean up your mess. Now, Chanel, what is your thoughts on professional and paranormal?
I mean, it's how you handle yourself, how you present yourself, how you act, how respectful you are. And I mean, you can 100% disagree with how somebody else does something.
Exactly.
We all have something to say about a very famous TV show, y'all.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that you call them out for their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody else has a different opinion, a different way of doing things, a different preference for how to investigate or what they investigate, nobody cares about your opinion at the end of the day. Like, opinions are, we all have them. Look, I censored myself. I'm good like that.
I know this. I'm just good. I'm just going to say, but go ahead.
But seriously, it's all about how you carry yourself. And even, okay, so like this whole situation started, I want to say last week, sometime, maybe the week before. And like when he commented on my Instagram post. And at that point in time, I kind of explained
social media.
Yeah, why we don't investigate residentials. Like briefly, very briefly, keep in mind. I didn't hit on half of what you mentioned. And, he was just like, okay, thank you. Like, ended it. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is done and over with, right? Because we're adults. Then cut to today. And I literally was like, did you, like, sit on this for the last 2 weeks and just be pissed? Because that's a lot of power to give somebody that you don't even know.
Exactly.
So,
but let me ask you a question. Do you have to explain yourself to anybody?
I mean, no, I don't.
No.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you don't. And what you do or may not do, it's ultimately your choice, your decision, right? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and we as a team kind of decided that we were not going to do residentials because, like you said, we figured out, hi, Beth. We figured out pretty early on, especially there were a couple dangerous situations. Not going to deny that. And then, like, we figured out, like, most of these are all, like, head cases. They're unmedicated. They've got diagnosis of schizophrenia or whatever. They're not on medicine. Like, there's depression, there's trauma, which has caused all of this. Exactly. You and I are familiar with that, and,
Absolutely.
so it's, yeah, like, we just decided, like, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we want to focus on. And it is 100% better for, like, because part of what we do is to further the science, right? Like, perpetuate the science. And the way that we do that is empirical evidence. Empirical evidence is repeating things over and over and over again. It's science.
Yes, Nikki.
If you go into a residential, like you said, if you don't have the qualifications to clean up the mess that you make, which is another reason why we don't do residentials.
Mhm.
You know, that's kind of unethical. Number one, that's unethical investigating. That's investigating just to investigate.
Yes.
And you're also really doing nothing for science. Yes, you're helping people, and it is incredibly commendable. Those that are able to do it properly, go in, figure it out, and then clean it up and help the families. Like, I 100% support the people that can do that.
Or-
And we as a team support that.
And let me put a little clause in there. Or even, you can even go in and tell them, look, I'm not qualified to clean your house, but I can take evidence and take it to someone who is qualified to help you. You can do that. Go ahead. I started to call you Beth. Go ahead, Sinead.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're qualified and that's what you do, and that's actually, so anytime that I get a person in, like, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or even through my website, anytime that I get a person, or they'll just call my phone number, right? Because we have a phone number for the team.
Right.
Anytime that I get those, I always outsource them. I have outsourced to teams up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I have outsourced to other local teams because that's not what we do, and that's what I tell them.
Right.
Right up front. Very honest. Because that's just acting ethically, and that is in line with our mode of, like, doing things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go in there and be like, okay, let's make a whole mess. And then next thing you know, there's a baby getting scratched and not sleeping and things like that.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Rachel, what is your opinion on the paranormal, bullying, or professional?
Well, I think Chanel touched on it a bit when she said that it's about respect and how you conduct yourself. And that's what I'm, my philosophy and what I am all about is that, you're going to treat people how you want to be treated. And I think if you can do that across the board, no matter in what profession you're in, I think that makes you a professional person.
Absolutely.
If you're going to go out there and, spew hate on people just to make yourself shine brighter, then, you're the one who is not professional.
Thank you.
Yep.
So I think that definitely sums up how I feel about that whole situation. I think Chanel speaks, more to the aspect of why we don't do residential. Of course, I would say that the safety is, like, on the forefront for all of us being women. But I think as far as, like, the psychological and what could be going on for those people in residential cases, I think that is better left to those who can assess that properly.
Absolutely agree. Well said, honey.
Yep.
By the way, if y'all didn't know, Rachel is one of the vixens. So there you go. The vixens, and the other, the firecracker, she's in chat. All right. So
Yeah.
Beth, I'm going to save you for last. All right, because you're my yin and yang. So I'm going to save you for last, baby, because I know you fix to come in there. Zeke, please, as a paranormal pastor, please give us your wisdom and your opinion on professional, paranormal, and bullying.
All right, we'll start with the the aspects of residentials, because as a pastor, that's what I started doing. And that is all I did at first. And I have 3 theological degrees. So I'm a theologian in the area of the Christian religion. I've also studied Islam. I have studied Mormonism. I've studied Jehovah's Witness. I've studied the occult. I've studied Satanism. I've studied Wicca. I've studied the left-hand path. So my reach is pretty is pretty broad, and I've done so many residentials that I've lost count. But I also, when I go into those, I carry concealed. I'm also trained in Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu. And out of all, just to kind of reaffirm what the Vixens were saying, out of all of the residentials that I've done, I can only think of a handful that were real, actual, serious cases. And one of those was a case of demon possession. Only one, right? And that's a whole nother thing we can get on about people faking demon possession for ratings.
Right.
But if I had gone into that place not knowing what was going on and what I was doing, it could have been disastrous, and it could have gone south really, really quick. So residentials are definitely the most dangerous that you can do.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I don't mean to stop you, but I do have a question. With those cases that you went to that actually had paranormal going on, those did you actually have to do as a cleanup because someone from the paranormal went in there who had no clue what they were doing? And no offense to anybody, because everybody has to learn. But how many did you actually have to go in there and do any kind of cleanup?
The one with the demon possession was bad because family members and stuff were trying to handle it on their own. And so by the time that I got there, the lady had already resulted to the place of locking herself in her closet with her own child, and it was getting dangerous for people trying to do it. So I'm trying to remember back. That was back in like 2004, 2005. So a little bit of what happened before I went there is a little hazy. I don't think they had any paranormal investigators come in, but they had people trying to do it on their own who didn't really know what they were dealing with or how to handle it, and it just it made it worse.
Escalated it.
And to the residentials that I have done that were something serious, all of them ended up being either something demonic or a very dark and angry entity that would have made it a dangerous situation for somebody with no experience to go into. In the residentials I have done that have actually been something, I've never experienced a good spirit. Not that doesn't happen, but in my cases that I dealt with, it was always either demonic or it was a very, very angry, violent spirit. Now, as far as the bullying goes, and seeing this post and everything, this struck me. Not only is bullying a coward move, but this was a desperation move by somebody who could not build a following, who could not build anything in the community. So his last ditch effort was to, let me badmouth people. Let me get out my anger and my frustration on me being a failure and try to take down these other people and make myself look better. I mean, all the way around, what this type of behavior centers around is selfishness, desperation, and cowardice is what you've got going on here. And there's not much I can say that hasn't been said about how you conduct yourself professionally in this manner. And it's the same thing in the writing community. You will see it at times, these authors who are so angry and desperate because they're not getting a following. Nobody's reading their stuff. So what do? They find some of the most popular writers to go after on social media. And then all it does is make themselves look bad. And it's kind of the same thing what happened to the Vixens. Like, I mean, you're asking for trouble. You're going to go after somebody in our community. You can guarantee that we are all going to circle the wagons.
Yes, we're going to rally.
Be ready. Like you've just tanked your paranormal career. You've lost all respect from your peers. And, there's not really much more I don't think I can add just on what I've said so far. So
can I just add something real quick? I think that what kind of makes this even worse is the fact that, like, we've never even met him. We've done nothing wrong to them or to him. So I think that, like, if it was somebody like I pissed off, I might be like, okay, whatever. But the fact that, like, you're going to attack us and we don't even know you. Like, I'm the only one that he was friends with out of all 9 of my team on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's like, how you going to come after people you don't even know? Like, if you see something you don't like, just keep scrolling. It's not that hard.
Exactly. Put your big boy and panties on. Overlook what you don't like. Go on. Don't be a narcissistic bully male who attack women. Because that's what I saw. When I saw this, of course, I had to see it through others because, I wasn't friends with them. But what I saw was a male who was narcissistic, who was belittling and bullying women for no reason. And bullying of any kind is not okay. I don't care who you are. If you don't like something you see, go on. It does not affect you in your daily life, nor is it going to affect anything else that you do. And don't come at me or a friend or a loved one and tell me or anybody else that they're not professional because they don't do a residential. You made yourself look like a fool is what you did. Dustin, it's your turn, honey. What is your opinion on bullying, professional, and paranormal?
Well, I'd like to say, like what Zeke said, I used to do residentials, and my last one I did, the only reason why I even did them to begin with is I've had training to protect myself from previous jobs that I have done in the past, and they can be very dangerous. But I also am certified through the state of Kentucky. I work with severe mentally disabled cases, bipolar, paranoid, schizophrenics, very aggressive. And, you got to know things like that along with all the different types of religions. And ask questions before you even think about going into someone's home. Because like you said, it could be a child there with a mental health issue, and you're going to do more damage than good. They could get scratched. You got to know the truth about everything possible, and it's not a game. You can't just, I'm gonna go do a residential and oh yeah, I can clear this house of a demon when they're not even a demon there to begin with. And I know that I don't know the person, but I commented on an Instagram post to this person because I was so upset, but I did it very politely and professionally. After I say this, I'll be done because it's going to sum it all up. All right, so you don't do residential, so you're not a professional. Here's something for you to ponder. An eye doctor works with the eyes. A heart doctor works on the heart. A brain surgeon works on the brain. Does that mean that they're not a professional because they don't work on every single part of the body? It happens to be what they prefer to do, what they enjoy doing.
Right
there.
Yep. Well said.
Love it. Okay. Beth, my sister, my parrot thug, my love, my light. You have the floor.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Beth motherfucking Allen, not a professional. There's a lot going on here. Social media is the devil to start with. I'm sorry. Social media is getting way out of control. People use it for means that it should not be used for.
Yeah.
There are different levels. A wise bear told me this. Who's in chat? There are different levels of paranormal investigating. You have teams that are tour guide based and do stuff to help bring in funds for locations. You have teams that do residentials. You have teams that just want to explore the supernatural, and they do it together. There's a wide variety. Attacking people is completely unacceptable, especially when you don't know them. I can speak on this because I've been attacked by people who don't even know me. I can say I know these girls. By the way, hey Sam, love you. Because she's in chat. Chanel, Rachel. But come on now. You hear all this para-unity bullshit. The people that preach the para-unity bullshit are the bullies. But there's bullies in far more vast ways than just the paranormal. It's a problem, period. I try to be cool because you never know what someone is dealing with at home. You attack them on social media. You belittle them. You humiliate them. And they kill themselves. Or they kill somebody else. You got to live with that. It's unacceptable. I am that one. And I will stand on my own. And you get attacked when you stand up for the truth. And so look at it like this. If you're not there, I don't care if source, creator, most high, I work for God. It's for me, it's about helping people. Everybody has a reason why they're part of the paranormal. You don't have to be on a team. It's smart to be on a team or just a group of individuals. Stop attacking people. You got way too many, not just men, but women. Because it goes both ways. It's just like domestic violence. It's not just committed against women. It's committed against women, men, children, snakes, cows, frogs. It doesn't matter. But the theme I'm seeing is men attacking women in the field. That's why I started Wicked Woman Paranormal, was to support women in the field. Because we're not just psychic mediums. There are some damn good female investigators out there. Some really good ones. And they don't do it for the glory. You better stop.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I never claimed, and let's get this on the table. There are no experts in the paranormal. There is no paranormal professional certificate. Just for that. I want to touch on that too. Oh, so you're licensed? There's no damn license for a paranormal investigator. Sit down, raise your hand when you talk to me. No. There are people out here, and I'm going to say his name because we all love him, we all know him, and we all respect him. You want to talk to me? Be very blunt. Then you can come talk to me. You can come talk to me. Until then, there are teams. The Night Stalkers Paranormal Research Team. That's how we roll. We want to help people. It's all about helping humanity. All of this. Hey, I don't care if Chanel and them want to dress up and put on stilettos and put a pole at the location. If they're not hurting anything, they're just
Beth,
investigating.
Don't give us more ideas.
Love it, Beth. You go, girl.
But they're not claiming to be anything. They've done residentials in the past. Residentials are not for everybody. For instance, and I'm not calling out no names, I got people that call me on a regular basis. Oh, I joined a paranormal team 2 minutes ago. We're going to go do a residential. What? Come on now. There's rules to the game. You endanger yourself, your teammates, the people that live at the residence. Come on.
Exactly.
And if one more person tries to tell me that they've got 5 months in the paranormal and that means something to me, yo, I've been kicking since 1973. I'm just saying. It's not about that. What is the paranormal about? I myself, I can be honest, I'm not into it scientifically. It's a spiritual thing for me because it's real.
Right.
It can't be gauged.
Right.
The real problem is social media.
Yeah.
People that
Yeah, social media. Okay, like here I go. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take up all y'all's time. I won't be here long.
No, girl, come on, tell Bear when you're done. If he wants to jump in, he can
Bear,
jump on because we love it.
I'll go to bed. Bear, however, will take my place.
Yep. I told Barry he could come up too.
We're tag teaming it tonight. Tag. Really,
Thanks.
I find it very hard. I don't want to see anyone attacked. Okay, I don't. It's not good. But see, there's this chapter. It's a missing book in the Bible, and it was discovered in Atlanta, Georgia, back in 1973. Okay, and it's the book of Beth. Okay. Thou shalt not throw shade if thou cannot throw hands.
Thank you.
You have to want to do this for good, for
I
everyone. As women, and it's all around. It's not just about women for me. We have to present ourselves in a certain way because we're nurtured. We've got the next generation of paranormal investigators. All of us have to come together, men and women, to make this better. When you're sitting here attacking people for standing in their truth, because that's why when I come around and get attacked, because you know, every single one of you knows, I'm going to kick it and I'm going to tell you straight how it is. Straight, no chaser, no Vaseline. I'm giving it
Right.
to you.
Right. Preach, sister. Come on with it.
That's how you're supposed to be. But we've got great role models out there.
We do.
Miranda Young, Chris Sumner. These are just a couple of the top two for me. They are professional and they don't claim to be anybody that they're not.
Yeah, and as far as I know, they don't do residentials either.
No, Miranda used to be part of a team that did.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on Chris and Jenny because I don't know. I'm sure they probably have.
Right.
But it's not a game to them. We are not weekend warriors. The paranormal is part of who I am every day, all day long.
Exactly.
The paranormal is not just, hey, Fred's spirit is in my garage drinking up the beer. It's supernatural.
Right.
Cryptids, UFOs. You can't call yourself an investigator of the paranormal or the supernatural if you're not doing it all. You can't believe in spirits and not believe in the rest. You can't believe in God and not believe in the devil.
Right.
Exactly.
You can't have one without the other.
That's right.
But don't, as Papa just said, social media is an outlet for dark. You got keyboard warriors.
Yep.
It's open. It's all about connecting consciousness. We're all connected.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of us that I know of, especially the girls, have been part of investigations where one of us is at one location, one of us is at another. And we're communicating back and forth between location to location. And we're getting the same spirits.
Yep.
We can pick up on each other sometimes.
Yep.
What you think social media is? It's
And-
Satan's highway, or whoever you call the Dark Lord.
And a lot of people, they just love to jump to conclusions. I'm glad that the professional is a topic because the name, professional paranormal research. I never claimed to be a professional. People want to jump the gun. I said, no, professional means integrity, honesty. You don't fake, you respect, you're humble. You have compassion for what you do. That's the part of a professional.
You
That-
do things professionally.
Yeah,
It's the mama
exactly.
that
It's
needs to tell you this.
the way that you act and present yourself.
Yeah, and I can do that real good. I don't cuss around old folks. I don't cuss around kids.
Yeah.
If it's time to get down to the nitty
Exactly.
gritty, hey,
Yeah.
we got to get serious now. It's about
Exactly.
respect. It's about respect.
Yeah.
But the
It
one
is.
thing, as a mama, I will tell you,
Amen to you.
I don't care. That's the thing. That's the thing with me. Say what you want to say. Say what you got to say. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you think about me. As long as I'm right with God,
Yep.
that's what matters to me.
That's all that matters. That's right.
So, I love you girls, and you know that. I'll always love you. One of my favorite investigations includes them girls. And so it's one of those things. I see it all the time. That para unity train, choo choo, keep on trucking because Beth Allen ain't jumping on it.
Yeah.
I'm about
Exactly.
para family. I'm about
Para
family.
family.
I will get along with anybody. Just know if I don't really mess with you, we don't need to talk. I mean, hey, how you doing? I don't wish you no harm, but I don't want to play your game.
Exactly.
I want to help people. I want to teach people the right way. Like, because if I see one more investigator do the sage rodeo and think they're doing something, ooh, we're going to cleanse tonight. What, you going to take a bath?
That's right. That's right.
We love
If you
Sister
want
Bear.
to talk to the real deal, are you going to listen to people that have been in this for a long time? They've dedicated their lives to it. They're good people. They're living right. That's who you need to listen to. You don't listen to people that beat you up on podcasts and make you feel like crap and then go, would you like to join our family? What does that sound like to you?
Exactly.
No family I want to be a part of.
That's
I mean,
right.
No.
are you working for Charles Manson? I want to know.
And here's the thing. Why would you want to follow someone who bullies people?
Right.
Why would you want to be a part of that community
Well, do you know what
where
followers
you got
are?
people lashing out at people, bullying them, whether it's in person, social media, whether it's a child, a woman, an elderly? Why would you want to be a part of that person's life?
Well, you know what followers are. Followers are stalkers. 75% of your followers are stalkers. The other 25 actually care about what you're doing out here in the community.
Right.
Sheep. Papa said it. Sheep. They're sheep.
Right.
I love you, Mama. I'll put it up after I get done. All right. Mama loves everybody.
I love you, Mama Bear.
Love you, Mama
I
Bear.
love
But
We
it's
love
all
Mama
about.
Bear and Bear.
Here's my challenge. I don't want to hear about para unity. I don't want to hear about who slept with who at an investigation. I don't want to care about who thinks they've got the best evidence or none of that. My challenge is, hey man, can you be kind? Hey, let's compliment one another.
Right.
Let's do that. Let's all we come together because we have a common goal. Not about how many likes we got, how many followers we got, how much money we're making off locations that we don't pay when we're making YouTube videos at them and making money off of them.
Right.
Because I got attacked by myself.
Right.
It's a demon. It's a demon. No, you had Taco Bell before you arrived.
Right.
But just
I tripped over my feet but was
Mexican will get you
pushed.
every time, and I love it.
I mean, it is what it is. We just got to do better. It doesn't matter who knows your name. Hey, you ever know? You know what happens with that? You know what happens when everybody knows your name? Everybody's talking about you, and it ain't all good.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'll
But
tell you
here's the
that, they say like that, what is that phrase? That there's no bad press or whatever, quote unquote.
Right.
The little stint that happened today did nothing but help us out because you know how many new followers I got today?
Right.
It's not going to change who you are, honey.
Probably 500 something.
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
all
funny.
Did
that.
I say that? I sure did.
I know why you said that too.
But in all,
you do events. You do events. You do fundraisers. You do stuff for the community.
thank you.
Know, and I'm gonna toot your horn for you. You do Halloween stuff. You adopt a family at Christmas time. You do fundraisers at
They do.
locations. I mean, what? I don't understand. But you know what? We're all targets because somebody feels like I don't care. I don't want any attention. I don't like attention.
Nope.
It's all jealousy.
But I'll sure give somebody else some attention. I mean,
Right?
I'll make you famous.
Nope.
But I will shut up after I say this one thing because I'm just going on and on because always remember, baby, they can't pay your bills. They not paying your bills.
That's true.
They're
I wish
not
they
out-
were.
They're not taking care of those people that you're trying to do good in the community for. And my favorite thing is, you gonna come whoop my ass? I didn't think so. So,
Right,
I want
because
front row.
here's the funny thing. Sorry, Dustin, is
You're
that
fine.
I literally responded and was like, "We can talk in DM."
Right.
They're
I
not gonna
didn't
do that.
get a DM.
Mm-hmm.
We talk in person. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm like, better.
Face to face.
better
I'll
yet,
drive
face
my ass
to
out to Nashville, or not Nashville, Knoxville. Like, if you really want me to, like.
That'll be a
I want
whole
front row
book.
seats.
That'll be a whole book right there. The day that Chanel drove to Knoxville. We'll let Bear narrate it.
No, that's right.
You just got to give
Exactly.
me advance notice so I can make sure I get on a plane.
Yeah. We gonna bypass this, like Papa said, because I was a little pissed off before I jumped on here about the situation. But he broke it down to me. Hey man, we're just letting these people win because they're lowering our frequencies, and we're not gonna let them take away from the good stuff that we do.
Spiritual battle every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Good versus evil, man. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
So
And
I love y'all. I'm gonna let Papa take the chair. I can't wait to see. Chanel, will I be seeing you in Nashville in October?
October
Or-
21st.
This
Yeah.
weekend.
And this weekend, I'm going to be at Octagon on Saturday.
All right, I'll see you Saturday. For those of you all that have bought tickets to the wonderful event that's going to be at Octagon Hall this weekend, I will be there doing readings. I have a few slots left. I am doing 30-minute readings. I discounted my price to $33
I need
because
one.
of the event. We're going to put you on. I'm going to find out what time y'all are going to be there. We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll message you so I can get the slots in because I do have a couple of people that have already signed up, but I didn't know what time you'd be there.
Yeah, yeah. I need an early one if you got it, because I'll be with them at night if you got one open.
I got you. I'll put you in there.
All
But I
right.
look forward to seeing everybody. It's going to be a great event. I'm going to let Papa take over from here. I love each and every one of you.
we love you,
Hello.
Beth.
We love you too, Beth.
Love you, Beth.
And
And when Papa gets done, I got something I want to say too.
Absolutely.
here you go, Papa. Why don't you come on over here? I'll even let you have my iPad that's almost about to die.
We love Papa Bear.
Hey, you Beth motherfucking Allen.
Papa Bear, Sister
Oh, yeah,
Bear,
I can't
Mama
wait.
Bear.
Hold on,
Papa
before he
Bear.
comes on, this is, by the way, y'all, the most handsome man in the paranormal. Y'all didn't know
Sure
that.
is.
The most well respected,
Yes,
most
that's
it is.
esteemed
How's everybody doing? So
in
good to see
multiple areas.
Yes.
I just hate to
He's
hear, I've been in the paranormal for so damn long, and I hate to hear and see the stuff we see today, and I hate to see people getting down in the mud or dropping themselves to get back, even to have to respond to it because it's not needed, because you guys are professional and you don't need to get down in the dirt with some of these ugly people that are putting you down there. We are always, every day, we're in a spiritual warfare. And we are in spiritual warfare against good versus evil. And I mean, and you got to put the damn, and Zeke, I'm going to steal some of your thunder. But I mean, hey, look, just read, for instance, read some of the books and say, hey, man, put on the spiritual armor and just go at it and let this stuff slide off of you because it's not worth the crap to get all bent out of shape with and lower yourself into that pit of hell, but you can stay up and high and just kind of go, hey, I don't care. It don't matter. I'm doing the best I can do, and I'm doing what I love to do, and that's all you need to do in this field. I mean, if you are a pure, true paranormal investigator, you're going to act professional. You know, I heard Justin say, hey, look, what professional actually means. Do you think that guy was professional today? No. You think these people who are doing that are professional? No. So I mean, you just kind of got to stay out of that crowd. Social media and all that stuff is stuff. I mean, take it from somebody who has been banned from it by talking about truth, you know, and it's still to this day. I mean, it is a hellhole. You know, Facebook and Meta. You know, ever look and see what Meta means? I mean, good God. That's all I got to say. I just want to tell you something, guys. I love you all.
We
And
love
we all love the paranormal, and you know, just stay high and stay focused on the right things in life. Keep God in your heart, and things will be fine, and you'll move right ahead. And you know, all the years that I've had, you see so many different things. You learn every damn day in this field.
Yes.
And you know,
I
you just
agree.
you got to take it as it comes. And the people who have their theories, you know, the teams that have been out there for 2 years, 5 years, first thing they always think, I got this all figured out. Here's my theory. Well, man, I got to tell you something. I've been in for 47 years, and I ain't gonna give you a theory because every time I thought I had one, they surprised and shocked the crap out of me. So you know, it's an experience every day you're in the field. Every day you're doing something. So it's just a pleasure to be out here and be able to do the craft and the stuff that I love to do, and to be able to help people and to be able to give things out. And you know, keep your frequency high. Love people, man. Love them, because they're not here very long. Have a good time in this life, and
That's right.
all crap is nothing. So. Love y'all. I'm out of here. And thank you for giving
Love
me
you,
the time.
Bear.
Love you, Bear. Can't wait to
Love
see you
y'all.
this
We'll see you this
Saturday.
weekend at a great
Love you,
place.
Bear.
No, I love you. See you,
And
honey.
we listen to the wisdom that you share. That's for sure.
Love you.
That's
Love
right.
y'all. Take care.
Mm.
All right, Tanya. You, honey, you're up.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna come at this at a couple different angles. Um, First of all, you know, when Vickie came to us today, our group, and was telling us about this, she was on fire. Well, of course, I mean, I'm like Vickie. We've talked about this several times. You mess with somebody that is close to our heart, and you're messing with all of us, you know. But with me saying that, of course, I had to do some investigating my own self, you know. And it's always best to investigate the situation or whatever your own self, you know, and get your perspective. But I'm gonna come to you as a fairly new investigator, so therefore I'm going to come to you with kind of looking from, used to be from the outside in, and also still being on the inside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
Right.
so with saying that, you know, I stand with Beth as far as everybody does their thing for a reason. My reason is the same as hers. It's all about spirituality, you know. Um, but when you came to me about this, it lit a fire under me, because there is a right way and there's a wrong way. And right is right and wrong is wrong. And this person was absolutely wrong for the way he went about doing this. And just like Chanel said, you know, you can DM me, you know, why did he have to just have a whole conversation, you know, on social media, you know? And like she said, you know, I mean, he addressed her a week and a half ago. Well, she has lived in his brain for the last almost 2 weeks, you know. So
Free of charge, mind you.
right, exactly.
You weren't paying for
And
that,
now,
Rit.
with me saying this, I do want to say, because this is what we always say, and this is how we are as a channel. We don't come to this channel with drama.
Nope.
But again, this is being addressed because right is right and wrong is wrong.
Mhm.
And
But it's also why we're not name dropping,
right
because two wrongs don't make a
don't make
right.
it right. But what I saw was this person said to her, "How can you consider yourself a paranormal team if you don't do residentials?"
Hi, Kenny. Right.
And that, I mean, I thought to myself, did he just really write that? Did he really say that? I mean, because like Beth said, again, you do this, what you do it for different reasons, and you go about doing what you want to do, whether it's residential, whether it's novice or whatever. Um, but so, I mean, and we're not here to man bash. I don't want anybody to think that either, because as you see, we've got three very educated men in the paranormal team atmosphere for years and years with lots of background. So we're not here to man bash. I don't want anybody to think that either.
Nope.
Um, but now talking about women, I will say that, Vickie is one of the best women that I have come across, very educated, very professional, and has taught me a lot. And for that I can appreciate it, because I can take what Dustin, what Zeke, everybody that puts into this pool, in my sponge of a brain that's just soaking up everything I can, and apply it to my reason of why I do it. But now, as far as, let's go to examples for a minute. As far as like Chanel said, that right there probably hit me the hardest. That people will think about this.
Love you,
If you
Daddy.
go in there and you make a mess and you walk away and some child or some baby's getting scratched,
Yeah.
or being in a bedroom and seeing things and being scared, is that what you really want to do? I mean, but at the same time, does that make you any less of a paranormal investigator? No, because she's not going in there. This team is not going in there to hurt families, but to help families. Like she said, she sends them out to who can help, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
But I just want to give a little example, and a lot of people may say, "Well, Tanya, that's not residential," but y'all know I'm a newer investigator, and some of y'all know that I do have some things here at my work. I'm at my work right now. That this building is over 100 years old. It was originally built when
Oh,
it was
thank you.
it was built as a doctor's office for women to come and have babies. But at that time, women were having babies at home. So most of them, unless you had money, you had the babies at home with midwives or whatever. Um, but saying that, there's a lot of things that didn't I'm sure didn't go right in this building. Okay, well, this building since then was turned. A dentist had come in and taken it over, and he had it for God knows how many years. And my husband's had it for like 45 years. Okay, I've been here for like 15 years, and there has always been. I've always known that there's something here. There has always been knocking, things being knocked over, especially when you're here alone or it's at night or whatever. Um, and even Zeke has picked up on the presence, things have happened. Well, me and Vickie was on the phone the other night. This is my example. Even though this isn't a residential, it kind of is, because I kind of stay here just as much as I stay at home. I mean, I sleep up here sometimes. I have a place where I can sleep, where I can bathe, everything. If I'm behind on work, because my side is a salon, my husband's side is the dental office, and I go back and forth. So, especially like at the end of the year when I'm doing, trying to close the books and reopen and all that, I spend a lot of time up here. Or when I get behind, I spend a lot of time up here. Well, and we were walking through. I had my K2 on because I was telling Vickie and Dustin, something's not right with my K2 meter. It's not working right. So I was taking them through the place and hitting places that should have actually have lit up and didn't. And then we get to this one room. Now Vickie's been here, to visit for vacation here a couple weeks ago, and we come up here and she felt some energies and exactly where they were. Well, I happened to walk into that room, and my radio that's back there that we turn on for the patients and stuff, it didn't turn on like a regular radio. It came this huge loud static noise. And so, and then my K2 just went straight to red and stayed there. And like I told you, my K2 wasn't working, And so anyway, a lot of things happened at that very precise moment that even Vickie was like, we talked for 3-4 hours that night, but she was like, Tanya, I almost told you to get out, because she was like, I see him. She saw him. And it was the one man that she picked up on here that she wasn't real comfortable with that energy. There's a few others in here that she is comfortable with, but that could have turned into something really, really dangerous, because at the moment it was a dangerous situation. Would you like to elaborate on that, Vickie?
He was irritated. He was irritated. He was aggravated. There was a storm that moved in all at the same time. Lightning was going on. Energy was being pulled in. She walked into a room. He was in there. She walked in and she hit right through his energy. The KT went up to red. She moved around for a second. The static came through the radio. The radio was not on.
No, I couldn't even turn it off.
You hear static come across the screen. We could hear it. I'm telling Tanya, I said, Tanya, flip me around. Let me see what's around you. Finally, she flipped me around. He had left that room and he had went to the other room, and he was standing in the doorway. And she was like, so she was turning me around and she's like, he's not here. And I said, no, he's standing in the doorway over there. But
I walked over there. That's exactly where he was.
As soon as she walked over there, as soon as she walked into the space, I told her that she had K2 in hand. It hit all the way up to red. I told Tanya, she noticed when the doors were shut, that was open previously.
Right. It has always stayed open. But that was in a room that you had said that's
The
where he
man.
stayed. Right.
That
And
is where
that
he
door was
stayed.
actually shut. And I was like, I don't like that, because I don't keep any doors shut in this place when I'm up here by myself. Every door's got to be open,
Right.
But
So-
yeah, go ahead.
So I had Tanya to go to her room, because her room, her mom and her sister stays in all the time. And I told her, I said, I don't want you going back out there. Give it at least 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes before you walk back out of this room. I said, he's irritated, he's agitated. And, he's not a bad man, but he was an irritated, agitated energy.
Yeah, I think we shocked them. And then what happened with me, Vickie, when I did walk back out there a little earlier?
When she walked back out there, she was having tingles and stuff through her legs, and she was feeling energy. And I told her,
unbalanced, yeah. And I told her, I said, Vickie, I don't feel right. I feel like I can't even walk on my feet,
And I told her to stay in her room, because the thing of it is, we all know as paranormal investigators, the energies we come across, they're not all bad. But just like when people are alive, they get agitated and irritated too. And when you go up in their space, you can irritate them. Now, I'm not sure what irritated him, but there was a lot going on. But Tanya did go out of the room. She stayed back there. And, I mean, it is what it is. But the thing of it is, had she had kept on going into that space, investigating, without anybody being there, she could have put herself in a very bad situation.
Right. Yeah, Vicky was. She was like laying on the bed. She stood up. She was having. She was like, Tanya, I see him. I saw him move. Turned my, flipped the phone around, and I was like, because I was freaking out. I couldn't even. I was just like moving my phone, and because nothing was registering. Because at that very moment, a storm popped up like that. Just all of a sudden, it had been beautiful all day, and just clouds was just as pretty as they could be. There was no sign of a future storm coming. It was like in the 80s, early young 80s, whatever throughout the day. And so, like I told her, I think we kind of spooked them because I was like going through here because my K2 was not working. I was putting it up against everything that it should have registered on, and it didn't register at all. But as soon as I walked in that room, it went whew, and then all of a sudden the lightning and all that started, and my before the lightning and the storm started, that's when the radio static came on, and it wasn't even the radio because we keep it on a channel where all you gotta do is flip the switch on. Well, then I couldn't even get it to cut off. I was like, because it wasn't on. I would click it on and click it off and click it on and click it off, and it still had that static, that real loud static. And so then she was like, he's moved. When I finally got the phone turned around, and she told me where he moved to. So I walked through the hallway over to the other door, and it lit up again, and like she said, that could have been a very dangerous thing. She's like, you need to go into your room where mama and where my sister stays all the time, because he don't come in here.
Right.
And
Now, mind you, let me tell you, this energy was so strong. We were through video chat, and I had cold chills up and down both arms, both legs. I started having anxiety because she was there alone.
yeah, it did. It freaked me out. And I go to places, cemeteries, old jailhouses, different things like that. And I don't get freaked out. And I don't mind being by myself. But this totally freaked me out. But, to go back to what we're talking about, it could have turned into a very dangerous situation. And when you take women and you send them to somebody's home, whether it be 9 women and 1 man, or 9 women and 3 men, or 5 men, it doesn't matter. It could take 1 man, 2 men can override all of y'all, So even for your own safety, you wouldn't do that. And then again, like you said, you do not want to do something that actually could hurt a child or someone else, And but for that person to actually get on and say, how can you call yourself a professional, or a paranormal team? Well, you know what? The way that I look at this community, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, because this is the way that I have been presented into this community. This is the way that I've been taken into this community. But to me, we are all here for the common same thing. We all have that same love. Therefore, we should be building each other up, not trying to pull someone down and say, hey, look, I'm better than you, or I'm this. Because obviously this man had an issue, and I'm sorry, I've already given it away. Yes, it's a man. Has an issue with women or your channel or something because it's doing so well. Because when I went and did my little investigation, this man doesn't even have a fourth of amount of followers as Vickie. Kidding me? I almost just laughed. And
As the vixen.
Right, as the vixens, yeah. So I was like, I just cannot, I cannot believe that he is actually going to sit there and say something like that, So no, I was very much, when Vickie came to all of us and was telling us this, I was very much, of course, I've talked to Chanel a little bit, just back and forth, as far as texting when we're live or something like that. But I've watched her. I went and watched y'all's team. And we have high respects for y'all. And I stand with y'all. I stand behind y'all. I stand behind Vickie. Anybody that Vickie tells me is a good person, I believe, because Vickie and I are so much alike. It's not even funny. So if you've already got a place in her heart, you've already got one in mine. And the one thing about me is when it comes to my family, you know,
Mama
children,
bear.
grandchildren, husband. Yes. I mean, there's something about me that comes out that I don't recognize, you know, and it can get very scary because of my defensive mode, you know. But so
Absolutely.
that's just pretty much what I wanted to
Right.
share because
And
I
I'm
am
just
a newer investigator, but I have been brought in to a team, to a group of people that it's easy. We all love each other. We all have the same common goal. We learn from each other. You'll never know it all, just like Bear says, just like Beth says. You're always learning, but you're also the vixens, Chanel. All of y'all are smart. You're
yeah.
doing the smart thing.
Yeah.
So my
Not
hat's
to
off to you.
interrupt, but a quick little plug for them. Thank you, Bear, for the reminder because I had their YouTube channel pinned to the top, but I guess with everything going on, I just wasn't thinking clear. But there is their link to the EliteVixenParanormal.com pinned to
Yes.
the top of the comments and in chat now.
And please
But I
go
do
give
want
them
to
a
say
like
one
and a
more thing
follow.
too, though. With you being a woman, honey, if you want to put a pink pole up there and slide on some stilettos, I'm all for it. I'm like, look, that's part of your
Like I
thing.
said, don't give us any more ideas. Y'all know we're crazy.
All you
We
got to do,
Oh, I know that's
all you
right.
got to do is make a little rim pot out of it. Hey, and it's part of your investigation, right?
Hey, that might be $1 million idea. A REM pod stripper pole.
There you go.
Look, but you
I'm
got it.
just saying.
But look, when it goes off, you got to have a raise up and flip around.
Oh, well, I can't do that. But real quick though, so Rachel has got to jump off because she's got work.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately, I do. I
Well,
have
all
to
right.
work early tomorrow.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate
Yeah, thank you
it.
guys
We
for
love
having
you.
me.
Oh yeah, we're behind you 100%. So
Oh, we
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and I'm dancing with y'all.
look at him. Look at you.
We started a
Dustin,
trend.
that is why we love you right there. That man, he is something else.
He's crazy. We love him.
All right, y'all.
Hey,
Thanks. Have a great
Dustin,
night.
drop
Good
it like
night.
it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, Dustin. Good night, Rachel.
Mhm.
All right. Well, with that being said, Chanel, now everybody knows our stance on bullying. We don't approve it.
Right.
Do better.
We don't do that here.
Right. Say something nice about somebody.
Say
Make a
something nice.
difference in somebody's
Oh.
life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Make a
And,
difference in somebody's life.
and now,
And
go ahead.
no, Anne. I was telling you, Anne.
Oh, I was just gonna say, make a difference in someone's life, but you got to be there. There's one thing you got to remember, even to the haters out there. To everyone, you literally are nothing. Like a hater, you're nothing to them. But you know what? That hater, there's still someone out there that cares about you if you would only open your eyes
Right. And open
and
your heart.
focus on positivity instead of the negativity. And guess what? So many other people that you didn't realize will come along.
Yes.
And here's the thing that I was thinking of earlier, and this was sorry, y'all, I'm really adjusted in my chair. When you think about, first off, like I said before, like I appreciate everybody who has supported us, right? Not just today, but in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And to have such a large group of people and people that I didn't even know like supporting us, I think that just really shows like the light that we can bring and that
Right.
we do bring.
And that's
in
what we need to
ourselves.
bring is light, not the darkness,
Right.
not the negativity of this
No.
person. He's what he tries to bring.
Right. So, and I just feel like that, I don't know. I guess I just said what I was thinking. But you know what I mean? Like, just being, like, one of my biggest strengths that I have is the power of positivity. There are very few people that will ever hear me, like, really bitch and complain. And I got to be kind of frustrated. And Vickie will tell you, I got to be pretty much up here because even with all of this that happened today, like, yeah, I was like, what the crap?
Yeah.
But I wasn't like yelling. I didn't get disrespectful. Nothing. I was just like, okay.
No, you did
So
wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes a lot for me to get to this level of anger. You know what I'm saying?
And that's me. That's exactly how I am too.
I'm
Well,
positive.
But
And I don't think
that's what you need to do is bring your light. I think you should bring your light into any situation.
Mhm.
You know, your positivity and what he was bringing was not that. And hopefully, I pray that he can find that good, kind heart because you're supposed to love people. You know, you're supposed to
Right.
help people. You don't go into situations in the homes to hurt them. You go into there to help them. But that doesn't make you any less of a investigator. That
right.
doesn't just because I hadn't been doing it that long doesn't mean that makes me any less because I still have the heart for it. I still have the
That's right.
mindset for it. I still have
That's
the
right.
the want to, you know. So have I been doing it as long as him? No. But do I bring a different type atmosphere with me? It
Yes.
seems. I would say probably so, you know.
Right. And you can see that. I mean, you can absolutely see that just by the people that you're surrounded by. And when the people that you're surrounded by are purveyors of love and light, and then, you know, the fact that you're included in that, because we can all pick up on that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Well, and the
We
thing
can
is,
all tell.
you're surrounded by those type of people because that's the type of people that you attract because that's the type of person that you are, you know.
Yes.
You know, I mean, like they say, misery loves company.
Right.
Well, he's going to go out and find his misery, and he was trying to find it through your channel, you know.
Right.
And he didn't see that. And when Dustin got on, which I saw this a week ago, when he got on and did his thing, I thought, you know, okay, that was good. He did. He handled it really nice, really professionally, and the man seemed to understand. He was like,
Mhm.
okay, thank you, da da da. We thought it was done.
Right. And that's
But
the
for
way it
you
should
to
have
have
ended.
lived in his mind for the last week and a half,
The last week and a half I've lived there. He owes me money.
I mean, that just says something about him. And again,
Good night, Beth.
this
Love you.
this isn't about good night, Beth. This isn't about men and women. You know, this isn't man bashing or nothing like that because like I said, we've
About
had,
bullying.
you know, it's about bullying. And that's the only reason we're addressing this because we are very hardcore about not bringing drama into this channel. But again, right is right and wrong is wrong. And what happened was wrong, you know. And
Exactly.
so sometimes we have to stand up and say, look, this is what I do and this is why I
That's
do
right,
it.
Beth.
Yeah. You
That's
know,
right. Yes.
Go ahead, Tanya. That's right.
right. That's right. That's exactly right. I love that, Beth. But yeah, sometimes you have to stand up and defend yourself. Unfortunately, you know, we have to do that. So I mean
We
in
he
a
can
shouldn't.
come
It's
he
respectful
not
can
way.
come
high
on
school. You
tomorrow.
know,
what?
and like I said, we shouldn't have to do that because this isn't high school. This isn't middle school. We are
Exactly.
Right,
grown as
exactly.
adults.
You're exactly right. We should not have to do that. Unfortunately, we live with some very weird, creepy people in this world that you have to deal with
Yeah.
on a daily basis. You know, I mean,
But
but
at the same time,
you
I
handle it with
will,
kid gloves
yeah,
best you
I
can.
will say this. Tonight, I feel in my heart, it shows an example to everybody else how to handle it because everyone was all respectful. There was no hate thrown. No, it was all
Right,
done, decently. So
right,
anytime you have beef with someone, it's better, Bear says, private or just ignore it altogether. But once in a great while, sometimes, people need a little reminder. Hey,
Gotta
if
address
you
the
have,
main.
yeah,
right.
exactly. And this is how you do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Do
There's
not name drop on social media.
Right. And that's the thing. The social media thing, it can be of the devil. I mean, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I
Yep,
mean
that's
because a lot of people use it for the wrong, you know. A lot of people get on
yeah.
there just to start havoc. Well, who starts havoc? Satan, you know.
Exactly.
And all his warriors, you know. But you know, by what happened, to be honest, that man has done nothing but brought this group closer together as one. He's done nothing but,
Absolutely.
you know, unified what the paranormal world should be about, you know. And
And
we're
you know what?
Absolutely.
to speak on that tonight. You know, this
And
is,
you know what's awesome?
you should come together because we are all in it together, and we will never know everything. You know.
Right. What's that,
I'm
Gus?
I'm honored that Chanel's going to be there Saturday with us,
Yep.
and I mean that right there is like holy shysters, you know. It's like wow. I mean it's an
I
honor,
promise you, Dustin, I'm just a regular person.
and that
I am
and
nothing special.
and Vicky will tell you that's because that's what I love about her and Tanya, and that's why I like you and the Vixen so much is because of that. That's
That's
why,
right.
to me, you're so humble and epic, and we'll do whatever we can to help push your content out there, get more people to know about because you're real. You're not a fake. You're real.
Right. And we love that about people. You know,
Hmm.
because it shows through. It. You know. Um, when you're bringing a light, or you're doing things from your heart, or you're doing things for the good, it shows, you know. And if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, like these people that's out there making all these different places look like they're demon filled places. I watched
Well,
one last night that I was so furious because it was about Octagon Hall.
well,
And,
I'll,
you know, and I
yeah.
did not like that at all because I've
Well,
been there and I know what Octagon Hall is.
I I uploaded a video today
I saw
on
it.
behalf of all of us
Hmm.
because I was watching a live stream and won't say anything, but it was someone going, "Well, that's stupid. It's not fair. They're changing rules, and you can have experience this or that." Well,
Yeah, I saw
if
that.
people would stop saying demon this, demon that. Stop violating the rules. Start respecting these locations. And yeah, you may pay to go in there, but just because you pay don't mean you can do whatever the hell you effing want to do. You got to respect their rules and their wishes. So
Right.
yeah, I don't blame places for saying, okay, well, you got to have 2 years experience, no live streaming. You can take pictures or video, but we don't want you live streaming there. Well, yeah, you're tarnishing their location. They don't want to be known as, oh, an evil demonic place when there's not even an evil demonic there to begin with, or what have you. And then you get all these wrong crowds seeking them, and then they're good, loyal. Like if it's a motel, you got a 5-star motel. Do you want people to all of a sudden stop coming to your motel because they see YouTubers and all the people going, "Oh my God, attacked by a demon. Oh my God, oh, let's open up a debit box. Let's do a Ouija board. Oh my God, oh, I'm possessed." Blah blah.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt their businesses.
Well,
Yeah.
and
And
not only that, those people that said that, there was another reason behind all that. And we'll just leave it
yeah.
at that.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree, Gus.
yeah, yeah. There was, but that's the biggest reason why so many of them are
Thank you.
putting more strict rules. You know, you, you can't, and it's not about who you know and who you blow. It's not about whose ass you kiss. It's not about who you know.
And it's
Right.
not
Or
about, I
what
It's
just
you
want to
about,
say
like.
this. I just want to say this because this one particular person
I love.
that you said this had mentioned it's about how much money you got.
yeah,
No, it ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got, I want everybody to know that right here and now. Because I felt that dig, and I thought, okay,
Good
just
night,
because
man.
my
Love you.
husband is a dentist does not mean that we've got all this money. That just means we got more overhead. Okay, you know, I mean, we live week by week like everybody else. You know, we have payroll, we have taxes, we have everything else, you know, just like everybody else, and plus the stuff that we have to buy to keep the stuff going, you know.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
yeah,
even touch our own bills, you know. So for
yeah,
somebody to say it's all about how much money you got, no, it ain't got nothing to do with none of
yeah,
that either. Y'all need to reevaluate your own self and your own happiness and quit trying to be all upset because you're not happy. Because I'm
yeah.
happy. I'm
Right.
happy, you know. And you're not going to make me unhappy, you know.
Yep.
Now, hashtag Elite Vixen rocks.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
speaking of,
hashtag Mama Bear Vicky,
Same.
because I'm so glad that you decided to do this. Um, because you know, it's not something that we address all the time or that we would get on here and talk about, but this is something that definitely needed to be talked about because
Hey,
it wasn't right.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
And it's so funny because, like, we had talked, like, I had let Dustin know the other day or whatever, or definitely let Vickie know, like, hey, we're going to come on Monday, because we didn't get to come on last Monday. Well, look at the Lord just doing work, right? Because we were coming on just to chat, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, shit, there's something that needs to be addressed.
Right.
And it's like, it came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. And let's look at something. Now, I brought this on tonight. I wanted this addressed. I came to Dustin. I came to everybody, and I was like, guys, because I was not feeling good today.
Right.
So I
See,
wouldn't
I
even
wasn't
make
either.
it.
I haven't
Yeah,
been feeling. That's why I look like
right.
this. But it was important enough for me to get on camera. I wanted my face to be seen too. Yes.
Right. So y'all all know me. The ones in chat, the ones on panel especially. Y'all know me. And I'm a very firm believer in I don't do social media drama. I let things rot off my back, which is hard to do at times. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in saying, don't worry about it, let it go,
Right.
kill them with kindness and stuff like that.
Right.
But what I cannot attest to, what I will not stand for, is my family being attacked
Right.
in a bullying manner.
Right.
Telling them they're not professional and bullying them is not okay. They needed someone to speak on their behalf because let's all face it, had Chanel had said something in a bad way, it could have turned against them. It could have made them in a bad light. It could have looked bad against them. And the whole purpose of it is bullying is not okay in any situation. And y'all all know me. I preach love. I preach light. I'm the mama of the bunch. Even in some cases I'm younger, but I'm still the mama of the bunch. So I
Mm-hmm.
always try to give better advice and stuff. But what I can't stand and what gets underneath my skin more than anything is bullying and making somebody feel
Right.
less than
Right.
just because you have a narcissistic trait or because you may be jealous or because of whatever reason it was caused you to bring dark to the light.
Right.
Don't do it.
Because at the end of the day, we've kind of talked on this, like, everybody's in it for different reasons.
Yes.
Tanya, you're in it because of spirituality. Vickie, you're in it because of spirituality. I like the science. And honestly, y'all, I like the bridging of the two. I like
Right.
I personally feel like, and Case, our favorite priest, and I have talked about bridging the gap and how the paranormal field, spiritual haunting specifically, really bridges the gap between like the science and religion.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the things that I am a definite, like, I don't know what the word is, like, not advocate, but you know what I'm saying?
Proponent.
Like,
A proponent.
thank you.
for-
Thanks, Zeke. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That, and then also the psychology behind it, because we all know that's what I do.
Yeah.
And, so we all can have these different ideas. And first off, all that does is, number one, enhance the field, right?
Thank you.
Everybody's got different ways to investigate. Everybody's got different things that they bring to the table. And
Right.
even if you don't agree or don't believe in that or whatever, you can still respect what it's doing for the field and what those opinions
Okay,
are
I've got to
doing for the
pause
field.
you just for a
Absolutely.
second. I got to pause you for a second. Everyone, please be quiet. Because I know that there's people on here in Tennessee right now. Is there anyone around Johnson City, Tennessee?
We're in
No.
Nashville.
All
But there are
right, good.
groups that are out there.
Anyone that you know, let them know there's a radar indicated tornado, and it's in between Bristol and Johnson City. It's part of Mountain City, Blountville, and Bluff City. Those areas. Just tell them to, if you know anyone, please be in a shelter just in case. Radar indicated it hasn't been visually seen, but you don't take this lightly. I had a friend message me real quick and asked me to check it because she lives right there. So I wanted to share it with anyone on there that may be in the area.
Dustin just
So-
looking out for everybody.
Thank you, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but go ahead.
You said Johnsonville or Johnson? What'd you say?
Johnson City.
Johnson City.
Right. It's north of Johnson City. The affected counties right now are, and it just moved because the radar's updating. Hold on. Okay, it's moved out of Bluff City and Bristol. Now it's Mountain City. It's headed towards Lansing, Jefferson, Sparta.
Sparta?
Yeah, it's headed that way. So anyone along that line, it would be wise, even if it dissipates, it would still be wise to be in a shelter just in case.
And Myers, I just want to touch on Myers' comment. Look, I understand the selling the feet pictures because look, I've even thought about, hey, I may have to start selling me some feet pictures.
I do a lot of shady things for some paranormal equipment. Just saying.
Hello. Mhm. But
Yeah.
again, if you would have handled that in a different light, I mean, it all representing each other. And so what this person has done has really put a bad light on all of us, And if you would have handled it differently, then that would have put that light towards everybody else, But because you handled it the way you did, you put the light in there like we would have put the light in there,
Well, you
in a
did
positive
wonderful.
way, like
You really did handle it great.
you did.
I mean, I thought I did last week, and then apparently, because I was like super respectful, and then like the comment that was like, it was mentioned stuff about a podcast last night, and I was like, we weren't on a podcast, and I'm like, but you're the one that originally brought this subject up on the original post,
Right.
different platform,
Mhm.
and so what are you just like, keep your negativity to yourself because we're not here for that.
Right.
We're here for love, light, support, all the things. We're not here for that negativity. None of
Right.
us.
Yeah, this whole thing and listening how all this went down and hearing everybody talk. There was a reason that Jesus says in Matthew 19 that if you have an issue with somebody, go to them privately.
Right.
Right. It's for your protection and for that person's own protection.
Right.
And doing this publicly and what he did in going publicly, and the reason we're addressing this publicly is because he did something publicly and attacked, and this has to be addressed. But handling in the way that we have and that everybody on panel has is, so much you hear the Apostle Peter and the Apostle Paul talk about do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good.
Right.
And every time you handle something in a positive way in the light, all that does is it increases your integrity. It increases your trust with people. It makes you more trustworthy, and it's not so much the person that is being brought out and talked about here. It is the action. It was what was done that is being addressed, and that we're trying to steer people away from. That this is not the type of behavior that is condoned anywhere. No matter what. This is something that wouldn't be condoned in the workplace. You could get fired for something like this.
That's exactly right.
But I don't know. I just wanted to bring that out there, and also say with Chanel, our motives are a lot of like, I love taking that scientific aspect of it and crossing it over with the spiritual part of it. So hearing you say that, that really resonates with me. It's kind of like what we do on the show at times. Like I'm going through all of the scientific evidence behind psychic research and the laboratory testing and stuff like that, because the spiritual aspect and the scientific thing both fascinate me.
Well,
And
and honestly, they really kind of go together.
Yeah.
Because even when you're trying to debunk something, you're still looking at the physical side of it. So to me, I mean, yeah, I'm more so in it for the spirituality of it, but you have to use the scientific part with it. It goes hand in hand.
And for me, so I don't know, I know Vickie knows this, and I think y'all might know this, but for those people in the world that don't know this, so like I'm in school, I'm working on my second master's degree, and like my ultimate end goal is to have a PhD, and I really want to focus on transpersonal psychology. Because in the United States, now granted, other parts of the world, there are degrees for, paranormal. But in the United States, as of right now, and this is part of the reason why I do what I do and why I'm in this field, and is also a calling, And so part of that is like, so the degree is actually called, it's transpersonal psychology. And that's combining like mindfulness psychology and then spirituality and all of this together in this one beautiful PhD that one day I will have and hope to definitely like make more of a thing and make more readily available, because there are colleges now that will offer classes on paranormal. That's like one of my dreams one day, is to be able to teach a class on that as a professor. I've got a whole bunch of, I also would like to one day own a location, and that's my lottery. That's my lottery dream. You know what I mean? Owning a location and a place just for paranormal research. And so obviously you can see how excited I get, right? Because, the ADHD and the excitement kicks when we're talking about things I'm super stoked about. Because I love psychology in the field, and I love the scientific aspect. I love the bridging of like the two major things that for, at least in the United States, tend to really be opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah. Don't mind my children, y'all. They need to go to bed. But and bridging those together and bringing both of the what's the word I'm looking for?
The two aspects.
That both disciplines together.
Disciplines. Thank you. Yeah, bringing them together like that. I just love that.
Yeah.
So there's my excitement, y'all. I got real happy.
Yeah. Yeah. So my desire is kind of the same. Like I was actually slated to start my PhD work in ancient Near East studies, and then I had a lot of bad stuff happen with the church, so I had to pull out of the program. But like that's my desire, is to one day get back into that that field of the ancient Near East study and the old documents and stuff, because you have so much angelology and demonology in these old Semitic religions. And it just, for me, it brings so much more to light, and I can give people so much more background information and things like that. So what I really think is cool is you have all of these different people in the paranormal community that are their training is in different things, and they're able to bring a different element, and all that does is help everybody else out. What it does is it creates a well-rounded approach.
Right.
It's like where I'm weak in an issue, y'all all are, may have more knowledge and be stronger in that, and vice versa. And so it just creates a well-balanced team and approach, and everybody has their gifting and their knowledge that they can bring into it. And we all have the same desire. This is to educate, it's to equip, and it's to prepare and build people up who want to go into this field. And so all of us have our
and to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, David. We're doing good today.
David.
Hi,
David.
David. Hi, Flower.
Hi, Flower.
Hey,
Flower
Kenny.
and Kenny. But y'all, I got to jump off here. I got class early in the morning. So that's the other thing. That's another degree I'm getting is in chaplaincy. So I am in my last 5 weeks. So it is pretty intense. Got lots of papers and presentations. So I'm gonna have to hop off. But thank y'all. I'm glad we could address this. And
Yes, I'm glad you come up, Zeke.
so, but I'm a run. I love y'all all, and
We love you.
be back
We love
on
you too.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, let's go ahead and cut to another aspect. And Chanel, what do you, as Vixen, what do y'all have coming up?
Okay, so we're still working on planning our investigation for September. Of course, I'm gonna be, with some lovely people on Saturday myself. But we're working on our investigation in September. Yet we're still trying to kind of figure that out where we want to be or where we want to go. And then October is quickly filling up. The weekend of October 21st is going to be really, really busy for us. Really busy because not only are we hosting the public events, the Nova Suns at Octagon Hall that weekend. Friday the 20th and then Saturday the 21st. Saturday the 21st during the day, we're going to be at the Paranormal Convention in Nashville. So we get to do some creative scheduling and figuring that out. I've basically just decided I'm not going to sleep the entire weekend. It's fine. And then of course we're
ADHD.
Oh, I know it's a gift, and I'm going to use that gift. Let me tell you. Sometimes they could be crazy. Okay, so total side note, this is on ADD. My daughter and I yesterday, we were out. We had to run to the store, and she was like making fun of me because I'm ridiculously ADHD, and so like even sitting here, like I'm sitting here like fidgeting and doing things like under the scenes that y'all can't see. That way, then like I'm not like spacing out all over the place. But she was talking about she was making fun of me and saying that she's going to make a TikTok series about my life with my ADHD mom.
Oh, that's
y'all.
absolutely.
I left my car running unlocked while I was in the Walmart last night because my dumbass didn't realize that I didn't shut it off. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm going to use that to my advantage and just that weekend. And then so we're trying to, one of our girls in our team, Erica, she and a bunch of friends own a haunted location or a haunted attraction. And so we're probably gonna be out there again one of the weekends, just to do like a little public event, meet and greet. When we do these things, when we do the public events like that, not like the hunts, but especially this time of year, everything that we do, like all of our proceeds, they go to our Christmas event, our Vixens Give Back. And somebody had mentioned it earlier. I think Beth did, actually. So like she said, every year at Christmas, David. Every year at Christmas, we adopt one or two families to provide Christmas to. These are families in need. Yeah, this will be our third year in a row doing that.
Third.
So we're kind of also in the process of planning for that because I think we want to do another public investigation. Which
I'm willing to help.
I know. Yeah. Don't be surprised if I'm like Vickie, I need you. But yeah, so we're gonna of course start doing that. So once I have like all of that information finalized, then I'll go ahead and I'll start advertising on Facebook, however that looks. I did reach out to David. You're always up for adoption. We adopted you a long time ago.
Yes, we're adopted.
But yeah, so I'll start like promoting that.
Yep.
depending on how that looks. If we can get a location to host a public hunt, then that's what we'll do. And like I said, I mean, the first year we did it, we raised like probably close to like, what was it? Almost $1,000, if not more. Like, y'all, we went insane with this family. Like, we got them so much. They were hooked up. And then last year, the public hunt alone. Hi, the public hunt alone, like that was $500. That doesn't count. Like Samantha had went and created an Amazon wish list and we posted it. And then we did, so we had the public event, and then we posted the Amazon wish list, which like after Thanksgiving, because we choose our families right around Thanksgiving so we can get Black Friday deals, you know? And then like people were just buying things off of the Amazon wish list. And honestly, gotta shout out David because he bought a lot of things and we were like,
oh, that's so sweet.
He did from across the pond.
Yes, wonderful, David. Wonderful.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be the information for that will be coming. You know, y'all, your girl's busy, so one person. But yeah, once we get that finalized, then we'll be
sharing that.
So it's coming.
Dustin, are you addressing that with Beth?
Yeah, I was going to, or I wasn't going to. I was going to highlight it. I think this is what y'all were talking about. She may have commented on.
Yeah, that's what she was commenting on. She just put that in here, and I didn't know if he had seen it. So that's all. That's all him if he wants to.
You want to private message her?
Certain things I don't discuss on live panel like that.
No, we wouldn't discuss it on live. That's why I said, "Are you?"
No, I mean, just like that. No.
Okay. So, sorry, I had to adjust this here. Would you like to go through and tell us all your beautiful ladies' names?
Yeah. Okay. So there are 9 of us, and y'all don't mind me because we got to count them. So I'll tell you each of them, and then like a little bit about them briefly. So of course, there's. I'm gonna start with Samantha because this whole idea, honestly, was her idea. Having an all-female team, and that derived from some adversity that we had faced in our previous team. Mind the previous gentlemen that we worked with, we love and adore them. Really do. But, there was a difference and we noticed it. And Samantha specifically was, I'm going to use the term victim loosely, was victim to that. So, of course, then there's me. She came to me and she was like, hey, what do you think? And then after one horrendous investigation, I was like, that's it. I'm done. It's time to do our own thing. The Lord is saying it is our time, and it was our time. So we actually formed this in November of 2018. So we have been a team now for almost 5 years. So then we brought Jessica on. She is one of the original members. She and Samantha, they met each other working at haunted houses, actually haunted attractions. So Jessica, she's one of the original members. Then we have Raina would be the next one because we've had a couple here and there that didn't quite work out. It happens. People, either they don't work out, they don't mesh, or they decide this is not for them because this is not for everybody. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of money involved, and you travel, you do things. It's time away from your family, so it's not for everybody, and we always understand that. So next is Raina. Raina came to us in October of 2019. Then there's Janice. Janice came to us in September of 2020. Then there is Emily and Erica. They came to us at the exact same time. So Erica had joined us on an investigation, actually our Vixens Give Back event that we did, I think in 2021 at Thomas House. She was just a guest of Raina at that point in time. And then Erica was also a friend, or I'm sorry, Emily was a friend of Raina's as well. And they both came to us last summer.
Mm-hmm.
Then there, of course, is Rachel. She came to us. She had seen where we were like recruiting. And by the time that she had actually messaged me and she sent me an email, of course, we had already we're like, oh no, we've kind of reached our max, you know. But then last year at the Paracon that was in Laverne, she came to the Paracon so she could meet us, and her energy was just phenomenal. And we were like, oh my god, yeah, you're totally, yeah. Come next weekend to the event at the Haunted Attraction, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So there's Rachel, and then our newest investigator has actually wanted to join our team since she was 14. You know, but I told her when she was 14, you can't join because you're not 18. And insurance does not like anybody under the age of 18 on my team. So she has been waiting patiently on the sidelines for the last 5 years to join. And that's my stepdaughter, Abby.
Which was in chat earlier. I've seen her in chat.
Yeah, she's sick. She actually got sent home from work earlier.
Oh, sorry. Prayers for you, Abby.
Yeah.
Well, I will have to say, I love these ladies. They are amazing. I have collabed with them several times. And the old team that I used to be on, we oversaw a location. And that is where I met Chanel, because her and her team came to investigate. I was there overseeing the location. Me and Chanel clicked. I fell in love. She became part of Mama Vic's crew. I became part of an honorary vixen. And we met all the way back in, was it 2019 or 2020? Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2020.
2020. And so we have been kicking it. She has been my ride or die, my sidearm, because I have a medical degree background. Chanel's is a different medical degree background. And she has been my psychiatrist on several occasions. Especially, she has helped me with my autistic son. And I guess this is the whole bullying thing stems. And this is what really, really got under my goat, is because autistic children tend to be bullied and misunderstood. And so, as a mother, if you come towards my family in a bullying type manner, that is when you will see me get upset. That is when you'll see Mama Claus come out to play. So that is what this all stems from, is that it is not okay to bully in any form. It's not okay to bring dark to light. If you don't like something, walk away. Look away. Say
Yep.
something
And
nice to somebody.
I want to say something too, because I just now noticed it. Sorry, I've been monitoring the radar for Tennessee and a few people I know down there, so I'm back now. But
'Cause I can
yes,
stand
I've
with
already messaged and talked to somebody else. And then to where'd it go? Where'd it go? To Kenny. I'm sorry, we don't hand out blue wrenches freely. The ones that are, I've known for many, many, many years. I mean, we're talking back to like 2016, and the ones that are up on panel and ones that are like family to us. So no offense, don't take it personally, but you know, that's just, we don't hand those out just for anybody. So,
And did you see David Cook about your merch T-shirt
Yeah,
idea?
I didn't mean to cut it off.
Oh, that's okay.
I
I
was
knew his
frozen.
head was down. I wanted him to see it. I think he's froze. No. Do you see that, Dustin? Highlighted.
It is.
Dustin.
Huh.
Read the highlight.
No, I I can't. That's why I'm lucky to have. Let me turn the.
It says
He's talking
I'm
question.
about your shirt
seriously
idea.
considering
T-shirt.
your idea for my merch T-shirt. What idea?
That was
The
David
one
Cook,
from
where we was on
yesterday.
his podcast yesterday.
Yeah, when I was on podcast, David from your radio station.
Oh, oh,
You're talking about the
oh,
door handle
oh,
T-shirt
oh,
thing.
oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
he's in here. I didn't
Oh,
know if you knew that.
then I
That's
want
why.
to be besides you and the ladies. I want to be the first male besides you that gets to wear one. That yeah, it's what I say. The best paranormal equipment to have or use and have a picture of a doorknob.
Yep. I think that would be a cool shirt myself.
Yep, I do too. I do too.
I'd buy one.
Did you see this, Chanel?
I'll buy one
Hmm.
too.
Read.
I want to be the
Yes, that's why I sent him the hearts because I do love me some David. He's my brother from another mother from another continent.
and
Mhm.
actually I'm glad you said that's who that was because I want to make sure. Well, oh, that's why he's on the Facebook side. Okay.
Yeah, he's on Facebook. I think he joined from my link
Yeah.
that I posted.
I can see him when I look on the StreamYard, but when
Yeah.
I'm looking at the don't
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
I have a
I'm
question.
sorry, David.
Uh,
I don't know. What's a rent?
It's moderator status, or like you get the ability to like
Yeah,
pin comments and things like that.
you can it gives you the ability to share your link, to block people, to delete comments, to now that's a lot of power to give to people you don't know, or just that's why we don't do it freely. Just people that we know and trust. It's not no disrespect to anybody,
right.
but anyone that totally understands will understand why
Absolutely.
we don't do that.
Yep.
Because there's
Yeah.
channels out there, they give everybody a wrench so they can share links or do whatever. But if there's channels that they'll give everyone that does content a wrench, but if you don't do content, then they don't give a wrench unless they've been following for a long time, and they've shown that they're a true loyal supporter, and
And it
things
doesn't
like
mean that
that.
he won't
We
get one in the
appreciate
future if
you.
he hangs around.
Yeah, it just
We just got to learn because you give someone a wrench. I've seen where people have went in and deleted people and
yeah,
blocked
because
people and stuff like that. And
we're
they
the
can do it
type.
even when they're not online. If they
Yeah,
have access as a moderator, they can do it anytime.
yeah, because we're the type that, let's just say, for example, I'm gonna use David Cook because I know he's cool. He's a cool dude. So let's just say David Cook. Okay, uh, we're friends with someone that he doesn't like. Well, we don't just delete people just because we don't like them, but he may be a rogue mod that, oh my God, there's so and so, block, delete, and it's like, what the heck? Or like same for him. He could have us as a mod, and we go, oh well, we don't like that dude that David's talking to. Oh, that's and it opens up a can of worms.
Yeah, really.
And yeah, and that's not
You got
how
a
we
lot of people
roll.
coming on and saying,
Um,
I'm blocked. Why am I blocked? And then you got to
yeah.
go investigate why
Because
that
we
person's
don't we
blocked.
don't care who people are friends with. We don't care if you're friends with our enemies. We
Hmm.
don't care if you talk to them. Heck, hey, we're glad. That's good. Support
Yeah,
We
them.
send love and support for everybody,
that's
whether
right.
they
Exactly.
like us or not.
So,
We love you
yeah,
anyway, Kenny.
yes. And
Thank you.
very humbled and
We
grateful
take
for
you
your
as you
support.
are, but thank you
Yes.
for wanting to anyway. So we hope to
Yeah,
see you in here many more times, and hopefully we'll get there.
yeah, yeah. So
We've had
we're
so many
always
good
grateful.
people in here tonight.
Do what?
I said we've really had so many good people in here tonight. I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through the
And
Mm-hmm.
chat.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but David had me laughing at this.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's funny.
Let's
Yep.
see. Um,
I carry bear
Oh, thank you,
spray, a
King.
Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and I even carry a pair of pliers with me in my gear bag
Well, you
because
know what? Until I heard David say that yesterday, I thought to myself, that makes a lot of sense.
well,
And
see,
I've never thought about
and
taking pliers or screwdriver
well,
or
see,
anything,
here's
but
why I do it,
that's what you learn from everybody, right?
and it's something that I don't share with
Right.
many people because I don't want people to freak out and not go explore places. But don't go do it alone like I do. But I've been trapped. I've had homeless people that are out to get you and do bad. They trap you and lock you in a room. Well, guess what? That flathead screwdriver and Phillips screwdriver, I was able to pop them hinges right on out and take that door off and go the opposite direction.
Right,
I
right.
mean, so yeah, you got to think, and Vicky will tell you because Vicky has been with me before at a particular location, even in a few others at night, and I've always got my guard up. I'm always paying attention. I'm always prepared for anything that could go wrong.
Yes.
Anything. I mean, I got bear spray with me. I've got a few other items I won't say
You
that I
have to be,
carry with me.
especially being solo.
Yep.
Right.
And I got to. There's been times I've been covered head to toe in hundreds and hundreds of ticks because you get a group of people after you that happen to be satanic ritual going on, and you walk into the middle of it like, whoa, I don't care what the hell you, but they don't want to listen to that. They think you're going to call the law. They come running after you. I'm laying down in a creek bed. I had to stay there for about 4 or 5 hours in a creek bed
Mm.
until it was safe. You gotta. That's why when you go to locations, scope it out in the daytime. Get to know like, okay, if this happens, what am I going to do? If that happens, what can I do? Plan ahead and run scenarios in your head, even as you're investigating or urban exploring or what have you. Yeah.
Mhm. And I just gotta say, thank you for everybody that came in chat. Nikki, Susie, Beth,
Papa Bear.
Abigail, Sam,
Absolutely.
of course, Papa Bear.
Papa
We've
Bear and
had
Sissy Bear. Yeah.
we've had so many great, beautiful people to come in chat. I mean, thank y'all. Thank you for showing up,
Mhm.
showing out, giving the love and appreciation. We appreciate it.
And
Showing them they deserve this love and shout out. Y'all have got an eyelash that is irritating the crap out of me, and I am
I know.
sorry.
I'm sitting there
well, you're
watching
fine.
you.
I
And
know. It's like every time I put
I'm
my
this,
like, I wish I
glasses
could be
on,
there so I could.
and I can't see
this,
up close, but every time I put my glasses on, it's like it curls in or something. I'm like, but I mean, everybody on panel, gave such great advice, had such heartfelt moments. And I know that sometimes, even when we're trying to be the best we can be,
yeah.
sometimes we let our anger carry through.
And
Okay.
and before we end this too, everyone's getting a double bonus for music. We still doing the inspirational video at the end of not giving up. But when Vicky and everyone is done, before we go into that, when it is time, we are going to listen. We'll be able to do it this way. It's not a video because I've got the full Orphic Night song on here, and all three of us and Zeke, and this is coming from all of Three's Company plus one Z. This song is dedicated to you and the Vixens tonight. So when it's time, you'll know what it is. Listen to the words.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, I think it turned into a really, really good show. We did vent, but we expressed where we stood on a specific subject, that needed to be addressed. So, like I said, that's my eyelash again. So, like I said, We weren't name dropping.
Right.
And this wasn't for a specific person. It was more for a generalization of right is right and wrong is wrong. And
Yeah.
what should be held accountable is people's actions and what they do, and what should not be
And
allowed in any situation. There
yeah,
should never be any bullying allowed at any given time.
nope,
And
zero
I
tolerance.
appreciate, oh, sorry, Dustin. I appreciate the fact, first off, of having y'all in my life. Let's be real here. Y'all are amazing.
I love you.
And so I appreciate y'all, like I said, having y'all in my life. And I also appreciate y'all letting me and, Rachel and, Samantha and chat and everything, like just come on and kind of talk about this because,
Mhm.
like Beth said, this hasn't just happened to us. This has happened to a lot of people in the field. We've
Oh, yeah.
seen it a lot
Yep.
at various times. I can think of quite a few instances that were not that long ago where people were getting bullied left and right in the field. And people like myself who've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Right.
Best
Don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I think that I wouldn't have had such an emotional reaction to it had it been something that I actually pissed off, because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But
Right.
Well,
for
we've
the-
known this,
right, you cannot please everybody. It's
You
just
can't.
not going to
Exactly.
happen. And honestly, when you are a person who is like the rest of us, where we're very much about love and light and support and all of these things, when you have those haters, really it's about that person.
Right.
They've got some kind of
Exactly.
issue that they need to work out.
That's exactly
So
right.
can't take it personally,
Right.
Um,
That's what I was saying. Hopefully, he will
yeah,
find his light and his love, and
yes.
and go in a different direction.
Well, I want it to be known that you and the rest of the Vixens are more than welcome at any time, any live stream, any show that we do to come up, talk about what you have coming up, so we can help get people your way to view and help support you. Whatever we can do to help, don't hesitate. You're all got a free pass to come visit.
Well, and I appreciate that. And this will not be the last time y'all see my face. Can I say something to David real quick?
Yeah.
So, to David's comment that he's still fuming about it, y'all, I'm going to do a little shameless plug for him. So, he started Women in the Paranormal Month a couple years ago. Vickie
3
was
years.
just on his show yesterday. Yeah. And so I can understand, David, why you're still mad about it, because you are very much an advocate for women in this field. And
I picked up on that yesterday. I really did.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Y'all, like, he's honestly, I gotta give David credit. He's like defended us in the past when we've had some issues.
Ghostly hours.
And
Ghostly hours.
Ghostly hour.
I was
That's right.
doing, I was
Ghostly
doing my
hour
top walk. Ghostly hours.
every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. I'm trying to find his link now because I know Vicky sent it to me in Messenger, and I was going to add it to I got a thing on my phone for Notepad where I copy and paste that way all I have to do is copy it, and then when I do a live, paste it in the descriptions because I can't type with a crap. We all know
That way
this.
he'll be there every time we do a live.
Yeah, so that way he will be there every time. No, every video upload, every time we go live, there'll be a link to his radio show.
Right.
So,
I think that's a good idea, Dustin.
I'm just
It's
looking
put on.
for it.
Make sure you add it to mine too,
I will.
if you don't mind. Well, look, y'all, I'm gonna jump off here because I haven't ate and I hadn't felt good today, and I just warmed up my food, so I'm gonna eat.
Chanel or Vicky, can you send that link, or someone can drop that in a chat for him
I
because
can, as soon as I go back in the house once I'm done.
But I will be continuing to listen. I just don't want to eat in front of y'all. So, But anyway,
Um,
I'll be listening, and I love y'all, and I'm so
Love you
thankful
too.
that we were
We
all
love
able to come
you.
together tonight
yeah, make sure you
for
listen
the
to the
good of the
song.
cause. Oh, I will. I'll be on here. I'll be in chat. But thank you. Love y'all so
Love
much.
you
Here's my
too.
half a heart. There's the other half. Bye, y'all.
Night, Susie.
Whoops.
Y'all, we got a problem. Side note. So I don't know if y'all saw me fussing like down here while y'all was talking. I wasn't like ignoring y'all, but I had to plug in my work computer because I still have to do work. And my cord has died
Oh no.
for my work computer. It is not charging
Oh,
my computer.
no.
It could
Do
be
you
the
have,
cord.
It is the
well,
cord.
that's what she said. Her
Yeah.
cord.
Oh, okay. Get a new cord. Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
a new cord? Yeah, but she's got to still do work tonight.
I still got to do work. No, I mean, I'll just,
What about one of the kids? Do they have a cord?
no, it's because it, and that's what I tried, right? So I'm like, oh, let me go get the tablet cord, right? It's like, oh no, we need more of a power source than that because it's Dell 2-in-1.
Oh,
Mm.
gosh.
So this is exciting.
All right.
Yeah. So
Well,
that
don't
happened.
answer the question. It's already 10:48.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
can't be driving to Nashville now.
So, but you can all still talk because this doesn't mute anybody's mic.
Yes.
Hmm?
There's David's link.
It's not it split it, but
See, I can't. I gotta.
You got to what?
The let's see. Casey. Okay, so if I go like this, it should work. Hold on. www.kcor. No, DR. No, or radio.com.
did you get it? Because I can repost it. I just pulled the.
Oh yeah, if you can, because I don't know if I have to put it.
My
Yeah,
page.
because you got to have the HTTP and all that in there with it.
So,
But with him not, oh, there you go. Oh, it's on your Facebook side. Oh crap.
in the link too that takes you to my page on the page.
Oh, yeah. Let me go to your page, Vickie. Hold on. Facebook on my other phone here. Oh, that's Chanel. Where's Vickie? Vickie, where are you at on here? There you are.
Here now.
Okay, view profile. Because I don't
Because
have Facebook on this other phone, so I got to do it through Messenger and click on your profile and then scroll down that way. Let me. Wow, skeeters. Sorry. Okay, how far down? What? It was just yesterday, wasn't it? August 3rd. Where's it
Yeah, it was
at?
yesterday. Good night, Cece.
Night, CC. Can you message it to me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Please.
I got you 1 second here, Justin. There you go.
There we go. Now I can do it. Okay.
I got you.
Copy. Yes, copy. Now come back over here in the chat on this phone. Paste. That should work, I hope. There we go. There we go. It's clickable.
Y'all, I
It
gotta send
works.
an email quick to work.
who are we saying goodnight to?
CC.
Good night, Cece. Love you, honey.
And since people are leaving, I'm gonna go ahead. You can still talk while this plays. You'll still hear it because it doesn't mute the mic. When we do it this way, it only mutes the mic when we do the music video at the end of the show. So there you go. Can you hear that okay?
Yeah.
Makes me big, makes me self-conscious.
I had to, so you know it's for you. We
I'll
dedicate
appreciate
this to you. We play it for our sisters.
I can't do heart hands like the kids do, where they do like the weird thing. So we get the old school heart hands because
I came across this song when we were all going through some stuff, Tanya and Vickie and I. And this is perfect for you also.
I appreciate that. All the love.
I know if you see Tanya, you wouldn't mind at all. There. Oh, oops, turn loop off. I had it on loop. Oops. There you go.
I thought this was neat. David said he's got Christina Bowen as a guest this Sunday, and she's a blind paranormal investigator. Love that.
I do too.
Nice.
I am so curious
That's awesome.
to hear her rendition or how she does everything. You know, I'm really curious to see how she investigates and what she picks up because, you know, if she's blind, that means her other senses would be heightened.
Right.
So he said this will be her second time on my show. Okay. Well, we are definitely going to have to check it out. We definitely have to check that out.
And did you see Tanya's message?
I highlighted it a minute
Oh,
ago.
did you? Yeah.
I didn't want to
Wait.
say anything because I didn't want to disrupt the song.
Yeah, we're picky on who we share anything like that with. So
I cannot wait for Saturday, y'all. I'm so excited. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Let's talk about that. So I'm super excited. It's dope too.
That's awesome. So her dog's a paranormal investigator too. I had a dog that was a ghost hunter.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
I've seen that a couple times and I love it.
that's awesome, David.
How about this Saturday? So we are.
Cool.
Yes, go ahead.
So, Dustin, have you been to the hall before? Is this his first time going, or
No.
has he been there?
No, I've been there 2 times now,
Okay, cool.
or 3 times, 2 or 3
He's still
times.
to the point where he can count. I've done lost count. Vickie and I were talking about that last night.
Well, I'm at 50 plus. I don't even
I'm
know
just
it.
saying.
I wish I
Yeah.
was there enough times to where I lost
Oh,
count.
you will be. You
You
will
will
be. Absolutely. So have you been in the attic?
No, that's I was talking to Vicky about that. Since I've been going, I want to, and this time I'm going to, because I didn't know if we were allowed to or not. So I'm gonna talk to Bear and let him know I want to go up in the tower. I love towers, and I want to be able to do little pictures up there.
Up there in the cupola,
Yeah.
whatever the word is. Yeah, so I'm super excited and I love the attic. Now I will tell you that in the past there have been snakes found up there.
I'm
So
not
if
worried
there
about
is a
snakes.
huh?
I'm not worried about snakes.
Okay. Well, if there is a snake, so there are two things that scare me about the attic. Number one, snakes, because your girl don't do snakes. Mm-mm. No nope ropes,
I'll,
no
I'll
little spawns from Satan. I do not do snakes.
I'll be your guinea pig. I'll say
Yep.
closest thing.
You up first.
The other thing is
What
the
I
ladder.
told
I have a fear of ladders. And Vickie, would you like to tell him how I am with the ladder?
Hand me your phone. I'll be like, woo, for him.
No, let me tell y'all have got to see her go up the ladder. So we're gonna try and video this go round. But Chanel is like this, and someone's got to hold the ladder while she's going up, and she's like 100-year-old woman going up this ladder.
Well,
And
I'm not
I
afraid
bet,
of heights. I'm afraid of ladders.
I bet if someone was to wait until she got about halfway up there and we go, mouse, she'd go scurrying up super fast.
No, I'd probably fall and cry.
No. Yeah.
I'll catch you.
Yeah. Well, no, last time I believe you jumped down from like the third or fourth step. You just went ahead and jumped down.
Yeah.
I've actually got a snake stick right beside me because when I go exploring a lot, there's a lot of places here in our area. We got copperheads, timbers, and cottonmouths, and
Go
I
burn it all
have
down.
to get them up. So I just properly move them out of the way, give them their space, and they just kind of.
Yep. The only two things that scare me, well, three things that scare me at Octagon Hall: the possibility of the snakes in the attic, the ladder to the attic, and that downstairs room. But other than that, nothing else scares me.
Right. I love Octagon.
Well, I'll be your guinea pig. You don't have to worry. I'll be like, coast is
I'll
clear.
go up. We just gotta make sure there ain't no snakes, and somebody's definitely got to hold the ladder. Somebody's got to spot me. So we got, because I'm ridiculous on this damn ladder.
But she goes up, go up there. I'm just gonna tell you.
I'll go up there. I've been up there by myself before. Y'all ever been up there by
Yeah.
yourself and have a ghost like talk to you, whisper in your ear? Yeah, that'll make you almost piss yourself.
The only phobia I have is my eyes. Anything touching my eyes. I can't even open my eyes underwater. I can't do contacts. I can't put eye drops in. That's the only phobia I have is my eyes.
I have sensitive eyes too. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't do contacts either.
I kind of got them in now.
Well, it's bad enough that if I take my glasses off, I'm half blind anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I've reached that age where I'm looking at my phone being on podcast because I can't see. Now, far away, I don't wear glasses, but up close, I can't see anybody's comment. If I touch this right now, like
I can't read them the way I have to look down through my bifocals to be able to read. No matter where I am on it. And then if I take them off, even if I get right up here, all it is nothing but a blur. Everyone's faces is a blur. I can't even tell what you look like.
see, that's what this is. The further up, the closer I get, I can't see. It all blurs together. Now, if I'm like this,
Yeah, I gotta be like,
YoBaby's comment, it's close to our hearts. I can read it. But as soon as I get to here, I can't see jack squat.
I don't need the bifocals yet.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
getting there.
and then
Well,
Mama Vicky hates when I do my the Undertaker.
the other Kenny, I know, right? What'd you say?
He said you
Janelle?
hate it when I do the Undertaker, my white eye out.
I don't want to see that. Demon, be gone, be gone.
Right. Oh, we found a demon on the podcast. Gotta post that on YouTube. On the repos.
I can't
Justin got
remember.
possessed.
I can't remember who it is, but there's someone that always says your eyeballs are gonna get stuck that way, and I can't remember who it was, but they're the same way. It freaks them out. Oh, it was Jennifer Miller. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, y'all. So on Facebook, I see that there are 4 friends that I am friends with, 5 friends that I'm friends with that are watching through Facebook. Go ahead and comment so the people that are not on Facebook can see that y'all are here. Like, say where y'all are from.
Why don't you give them a shout out, Chanel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So of course we all know David Cook. He's watching through Facebook. Let's see. It's only showing, so Judy Conley Peters, if you're still watching, say hi. That's all that it's showing me, but I have the little 5 eyeball indicator. So,
Well, if it's anyone that you know and they want a shout out, or if they do content and have a group or anything, feel free to share their links if they want you to.
right. Yeah.
Kenny says, I'm from Warfield, Kentucky. Well, I live in Kentucky. Justin lives in Kentucky. Chanel lives in Tennessee.
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
I'm in Scottsville, Kentucky.
I'm in Murfreesboro.
And I used to drive through Murfreesboro all the time to go to oh God. It's right outside of Murfreesboro. Gosh darn it.
Anya's in Mississippi. Guys.
Kenny,
not
I'm
recommend
originally
it.
from Pennsylvania. You wouldn't know it listening to my accent.
Yeah.
I go
can't
up
even
there and
remember
they
now.
get floored when I say I'm from York. Like,
Oh,
I live down the road.
Woodbury, Tennessee. I used to go to the Natural Springs.
Woodbury? I used
Yeah.
to live in Florida.
Yeah, Woodbury, Tennessee. There's a pipe coming out of the mountain, and I would go down there and get the spring mountain water from it and bring it in jugs.
It comes out of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to get it as kids too. Hi, Miss Judy. How are you doing tonight, honey?
Sorry to interrupt.
Y'all,
What
Judy
part?
was one of my Sunday school teachers when I was like a teenager. She's super sweet.
Oh. What part of Pennsylvania King wants to know?
Oh, I'm from York.
Mhm.
Yeah, born and raised. I moved to Tennessee when I was 24.
Now, I don't know.
Of course, now I'm only 29, so I've only lived here for, we'll say, 4 years, but a little bit.
Yeah, it was funny. You said something the other day, and I said, "Yep, you definitely been in the South too long." What was
I
it?
know. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I was wearing a bonnet.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh my God. Speaking of, okay, so Dustin, the other night, Chanel sends me this photo of her in a bonnet.
You are not allowed to share it. That is for your eyes only.
I am not going to share it.
Okay.
Too late. She already showed me. Is the one you showed me last night? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
No, I did not. But look, so this is the cutest thing, right? And I told her, I was like, sis, you've definitely been in the South too long. I was like, please don't wear it to Walmart and please don't go to DG. And I told her she looked cute, but she wouldn't know enough for it yet. But
Well,
then,
and
I know, and then she sends me another photo, which was the cutest little photo. And it's of Riley, her daughter. Riley's 8. Is she 8?
9.
7.
9.
And, huh?
9. She's in between your two.
Okay. So the cutest little thing. Oh my God. Y'all have got, if I could share that photo right now. Raleigh is the cutest little thing. And she's got this bonnet on her head. And she's so freaking adorable. Like, I just wanted to come through the little picture and pinch her chubby little cheeks because she has got Chanel's little rounded face. And she's the cutest little thing.
She's
Oh
a
my
million
God.
times cuter than me.
And
I will have to say, our babies are definitely prettier than us. I will have to say that. And I love my Chanel. I think Chanel's beautiful. But little
and,
Riley in that hat was the cutest thing. Oh my God. Oh my God.
and talking about shirts and stuff, since we got a few people that are diehards that are still in here, I'm gonna show you something that I'm
Well,
just gonna
quit.
show you.
You're blinding us.
I know, hold on. I'm doing it for a reason. Those are shirts that we're gonna be wearing at Octagon. Got everyone's link QR code to their channels and Facebook group. Can you see it?
Yep.
So cool.
Yeah. And then so we all got our own with our names on the front, and everyone that shows up is going to be getting a sticker that's that sticker. So it's something to look forward to.
Chanel, did you see this, honey?
Near Altoona. I know where Altoona is. I've been to Altoona before. Been up there. Been a long time. You know, because I'm only 29.
I could go back to being 29.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know if I want to be 29 again.
I look like I could be 30. I don't look 50.
No, brother, you don't look 50.
You don't look 50.
Guys, y'all know I'm a few months away. Let's see.
Mama Vicky's 19.
She
Five
is
months.
19 and a half.
I wish y'all see the white. I need to dye my hair. Well, it will be before this weekend.
That's for
But
dealing with me and Zeke.
yes, yes, that's where it come from. Y'all blame Justin and Zeke and
Yeah,
the
it's
boys.
definitely them.
But I am 5 months away from being 47. 5 months.
I'm older than Mama Vicky.
I am 3 months away from being 29 again.
Did you see this? Look at this. Tanya does not look 51. She doesn't.
No.
Nowhere near.
She looks like she's a 34-year-old kitten.
Mm-hmm. Kenny says he turns 53 in September. Woo woo.
I'll be, like I said, 29 again.
29 again. All right. There you go. Chanel. When you were born, oh my God, I could be your mama.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess technically, yeah.
Yes, I could.
No,
Wait.
no. Mm-mm.
You're 29?
No. But yeah, you're right.
And I'm 46, almost 46.
You know how old I actually am. We just ain't letting the world know that.
Oh, okay. I was like, you was tripping. Oh, no, I know how old you are. Yes, January 18th. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Like, I am not old enough to be. I was tripping. I thought, damn, I am almost 20 years older than you. Almost. But no, I'm not, because then I realized how old you really was. 29.
29.
You could pass for 26, though.
Oh. Girl, I was doing my makeup earlier, and I'm like, oh, Lord, I need a facelift.
Yeah.
But y'all know that I got some things going on. As far as my looks go, but I'm like, oh, I need a facelift.
No. But I got jaws.
I need to lose a good 15 pounds, and then I'll be.
I need to lose 50.
I need to
That-
lose about 80.
And then doggone steroids on all winter. Oh my God. Vic, you look 30. Chanel looks 20. Oh, Kenny.
Kenny's our favorite.
You, right?
Kenny gets hearts for
I know. Well, I blew him a kiss. Thank you, honey.
that.
But the only reason I got dressed up tonight was to show about being professional. Just because someone's dressed up, don't make them professional.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little like I threw my hair up. I didn't have time to fly iron it though. I didn't.
So I made sure to do that because my hair was up in like my clip because I was working all day out in the field with them heathens that I work with. I love my little heathens, but they're heathens, and so my hair was thrown up in just a clip, and like I got home and I was like, oh, I had to do something with the hair. I don't know how I'm gonna do my hair this weekend though because it's so long. I don't know. Should I throw it up and curl it like I did last year when we went to Scott County?
Good. I'm gonna weigh mine down at the first part, but after a few hours, it's going up in a
Gonna
clip.
go back up.
Yeah. Tanya, if you don't quit, Grandpa's gonna put you across my knee and spank your butt. She said she needs to lose 20 or 30 pounds.
She had celebrities asking if they could take her picture. Come on now. Come on.
Honey don't need no weight. She is
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Your dress is so pretty. Oh my gosh, can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? So no, you don't need to lose no weight.
She don't. Mm-mm. I love Sissy. Sissy's beautiful, and she don't. And that's what makes her even prettier is because she doesn't realize how pretty she is. Like she knows she's prettier, but she doesn't realize to what extent. Hey, Dustin, where's my wife? There's Dwayne. She's right there.
No. Dustin Biggs. So it popped up that he's on the Facebook. So I'm looking for Samantha Biggs.
Oh, okay.
Where's my wife? Where's my paranormal wife? Sam.
Another Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin Biggs. Yeah, he's a retired investigator. Y'all know that? Yeah, you did, Vickie. He's a retired investigator. Yeah, that's Samantha's husband.
Hi, other Dustin.
Yeah, they actually met a couple years ago when they also through the haunted house.
They're coming up on a year anniversary.
Yeah, October 1st, their wedding anniversary.
Woo.
Yep, I think you talked to me about halfway up that drive.
I did.
Yeah, that was like an 8-hour drive for me. And then Vickie was, man, she just hung in there as long as she could, keeping me company. Because with my ADD, like when I'm driving, it helps to, especially at night. Like I kind of suck at driving at night anymore. So if I'm talking on the phone, it helps to keep me focused so I can drive better. And so, yeah, Vickie always looking out for me. She's like, I think finally like 1:30 in the morning. She's like, oh my God, man. We've been on the phone for hours.
But you were like 30, 40 minutes away.
Yeah, it was pretty
close. I was like, I'm done, sis. I'm done. Oh my God, I'm done.
I can relate to you, Chanel, because when I went down to Tennessee for that wedding and GPS kept cutting out on me and it wouldn't come back on until I was already going past an exit where I had to turn. And I get anxiety really bad on things like that. And, oh, man, I was just freaking out, flipping out. And Tanya, she was on video calling me. She finally woke up. And she had to help me because I was so worked up, like you said, I was just frantic in my head, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
David said it's 5:15 a.m. there now.
Across
Look,
the
if
island.
I'm up at 5
Yeah.
p.m., that means a house is on fire. That means somebody's done died. A tornado's hitting. It better be a catastrophe for me to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But usually, we all know I don't fall asleep until between 1 and 4, depending on which of these ladies I'm talking to. Shadell usually keeps me up till about 2 or 3, sometimes 4. Tawny keeps me up to 3 or 4. Y'all, yeah, I'm
I'm,
old.
I'm willing to stay up for as long as I have to for any of you.
Uh-huh. Me and Dustin's been up to, oh my God, we've been up for several times too.
Yeah, you and me, and then Tanya. She called one time. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to work the next day in 3 hours, but I didn't care. I stayed up and we chatted. And she said, "Oh my God, I forgot you're." Like, no, I don't care. I'm glad. I'm
Mm-hmm.
always here for any of you.
And
Can
Kenny,
I answer Tanya's question real quick to the best of my ability? And Biggs, if you're still on, can you like type or something? He may not be on, but why did he retire? He had done it for a couple of years, and I think it was just for him. He was just, kind of just taking a break. So he's actually talked about like getting back into the field a couple of times. But yeah, and he's been on investigations like with us, like last year, when we did the Novus hunt, he was there that night as well. So he every once in a while he'll join like our investigations. But yeah, so he's retired, but occasionally comes out.
Well, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
And David, while we're here, I'd like to invite you, and I know Vickie will be on board, and Sister Yo Baby Tanya, and then of course Chanel can be part of it, but you can come up anytime and help promote your radio show out to people, and maybe we can get you a broader range of listeners even, because sometimes we don't. Sometimes we'll get 20, sometimes we get 5. We're happy with whatever we get. But the way I look at it, the more people that are able to see, the the real and the decent creators and yourself a radio host, the more get word of mouth, it just gets you out there. And so you're more than welcome. All they have to do is send you the link and Messenger, and you click it.
And Kenny said, I want to investigate somewhere someday. Kenny, you should definitely go investigate. But I really, really suggest getting with someone that you've watched, whether it's on channel or something, and that way you can go and have someone.
Yeah, don't go with just any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Make sure you go with someone that has the right intent and that is genuine. They won't steer you in the wrong direction.
Yes.
And also make sure, like, especially if it's like your first investigation or whatever. Well, I mean, honestly, any investigation. And I know that we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, but make sure that you're like protected when you go, because you never know what you can bring home. You never know what can attach to you. You never know what's just gonna hop in your back seat. When you're driving home from a location, and a couple days later you see a child that's not yours. You just never know. So that's important.
And that's smart. That's a smart comment. Yeah, never go out with nobody that you don't know, because you don't know, they could cause you to have an attachment or anything. You really got to be careful.
Yeah. So we have on our team, like we have a kind of like not a rule necessarily, but just a general.
Thank you, David.
Whatever. Yeah, y'all, I love me some David.
I'll make sure I follow him on Facebook.
Yeah, I love David. But like a general, just if there's an investigation coming up and you are not mentally sound, you are not spiritually sound, you are not physically sound, or you are not emotionally sound, and you feel like that you need to sit that investigation out, please do. We will never be upset if you're like, it's 3 days before an investigation and y'all, and one of the girls is like, I think I just can't handle it. Like, I'm too whatever. You know, stay home. 'Cause we ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Myself, I've got 3 songs that I listen to before and after. I'll be listening to them on my way down even, but on the channel for us, I've started for other people doing what I call clear your mind before investigating. So it's nature sounds, anything to help relax and clear all negativity out of your heart and your thoughts. So that way, when you go into it, you're going to be safer. And then when you're done, listen again to help get any negativity that you were thinking, hate, whatever. You know, you don't want none of that. Like you said, you know, you got to be pure.
Yep.
Right, because at the end of the day, I mean, you really can put others in danger, and I don't think that a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Really
I'll message you 3 songs I listened to. Vickie and Nikki really loved them. They're good songs. I think you'll probably like them too. But I'll send you what I listen to before and after I do any investigation.
Well, guys, I keep yawning. I think it's been the emotional roller coaster ride.
Well, we're going on 3 hours too, so.
And I've got to homeschool again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta work, and I don't have a computer.
With that said, Chanel, thank you so much for coming up and sharing with everybody and, you know, showing the proper way of how handling things. Both you and Mama Vickie did awesome.
Well,
And
it's like I said to Vickie earlier, I'm used to handling toddlers that are throwing temper tantrums.
yeah, there you go. I'm proud of both of you, and I'm glad that you feel comfortable and safe and that with us here. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I
you are
appreciate y'all
loved.
having me on.
You are loved. You are wanted. You are appreciated.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait till Saturday. It's gonna be so fun.
Okay. I can't either. You guys are super duper awesome. Love listening and watching you guys. Thank you, Kenny. That's so sweet.
Yep. So with that said, I think it's on the honorary or whatever you want to call it. Chanel, start off with the closing of the live stream, and then it'll be Vickie, and then myself. Be super simple, short and sweet, and straight to the inspirational video. When it does get to that video, listen to the words. It's about not giving up. So go ahead, Chanel.
Well, once again, thank you guys for having me. I love y'all. Can't wait for Saturday. It's going to be so much fun. And thank you to everybody that tuned in, all the support, all the people that shared it, whatever. You guys are amazing.
And thank you, everybody in chat. Thank you for your love, your support. Thank you for coming and seeing us and interacting with us every week. Thank you to the victims. Miss Chanel, we love you dearly. You are my sister. You know that, and you always will be. Thank you, Brother Dustin, for allowing me to rule the roost tonight and bring
Always.
this topic to light.
It's our channel, your channel, Tanya's channel. It's all of us. So no thanks needed.
Well, you know I love you, brother. So good night, everybody. Mwah.
All right. And with that said, as I always say, remember, to everyone, you may be nothing. You may be just a speck of dirt that they want to sweep under the rug. But to someone out there, you are everything to them. And that's what you need to hold on to. And if you haven't found them yet, or they haven't found you, you know, just hold on to that thought, knowing they're out there. You're going to find each other. So don't give up. With that said, here we go.
Good night, Kenny.
Scrolled too far. There we go.
Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know. Tell me have I lost my mind? Nowhere to go, so far from home. Is this what giving up feels like?